Daybreak Jumedi or Fache Television. So we are active on our social media platforms, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, on the X platform, on Facebook. Send us a WhatsApp message and let's know what's on your mind this morning. 020-754-3637. 020-754-3637. The Trinity is here. Kofi Frimpong, the big brother maestro. Efia Chumwa Kechri. Efia. Mame five. Yeah. Ubisa say, no pay 5 already. Efia. Nyajidie wate. Are Christo need say nyajidie. Almost faith is part of us as Christians. Kofi.
Over.
Ode ya mintimi nka jidi asem sa
Adentia.
Zeja. Live.
Live there.
Boys.
Of uncommon minyanti as
Ze Christo ni de o ze betting ne and
over. Ni na kan brabo no.
Nti wakwa sorry amasofo preach about betting da.
There be.
Na dey na say asori nyina manfo asori dem no
nka. Bet no the way see ebo amanfo ma brabo no fa nya asem keto o.
Enye bone
me hu bone bi e wo mo fa. Wagin na wo kire wo bibi ho. Na wonya bibi di afiri mu. Fa. Dan say no menhia beta. Ke ofa. The beta ya bam kase mi di ho adanse ya kire wa.
You're so tight.
Oh yes.
Efia, ade debate na so pija to we.
Face ka.
Do you so tight dey asem bifi.
Ofa yen tight na yen stable o.
Oyi bet no so tight asem bifi.
Oh, esa iska na aba.
Sika bia enye wura so dem ane ate ho.
Income.
Ye di nyame emoja abete ho na tese. Ye di aye na adwuma.
Right, anopay we ya baako. Encommon de bia ya ba ni nyina woni yentimi nya adwen. Enu nti na catch us won so far adwen kire ebra. On behalf of the production team, the technical department, MCA, Abusiano, Yechia Obibia, those behind the cameras this morning, we are always excited to be working with you. Now, your picture of the day, Anope Yadebaba, Enu Echino, Kai, say, Ohen Crime, Montine Swanope, Anunsia Boydie, Sabri, Amanfo Abuabua, Wonhuano, Woye Chre, the new patriotic party, as a democracy is under attack. Tiene Woye Chre, or Tiagu Montine so, no Amagana, and who say democracy is on attack, and the international community should be watching out. But beyond and rasa or yet say bebaso say emmaso, who so on social media platform, GTV4 EDBB ebetum, minim baby omunye free, say the new patriotic party say national organizer no, or nye qualified to lead the demonstration. I won some by my general secretary, Romsi the Dean Eshe Krata Anaseno, Eba Bontin Bekan, say on Tro Krata, Bia, Emma demonstration, as I said, Ebasono, Emmaso. GTV social media platform, no, and no pay, men who say, one more abe patch or home. Na Kofi, omo be patch or say, omo bo musire mu kan sem na entesa. And now say omo patch also saying because letter no on the letterhead of the new patriotic party signed by its general secretary. It is a omo bab bontin be patch wa. Is it the content no omo pa ho acha and now say the manufactured letter?
Over say the idea omo who say omayen funson there was omo patch.
No, but say sir. As I say, police, as a police, yeah,
a social media manager, no more.
Whoever posted it,
and they may know your dream.
Because I mean, a story I want what generated.
Yeah.
And why won't be generated story?
Now we may found
now fan kase a nipakuo way and no more can same way. Obra wunim sa assembly no.
And then no
they can't just generate a story and apologize about it. So, oh, ye pa ho achew.
And then it's one of the respected media stations that we have in Waka.
Yes.
And always be an offer. Because media no a tool. It is a would do common and say when to me and share chira and a lot of research information about it and so now there's something ever bad and tell the bar of you cause a lot of trouble.
Yeah. And now when we spoke to the General Secretary, he was very worried. Say, ono kwa de no office a state agency ntino da bra ban na ehye wo mo achi.
So mo yes.
Ama mo aye bibi etesa because say demonstration wo nti ase mu no ebekọ ati aban. Tie bi aban dey use GTV. Ama yes ade no because it's a national broadcaster. This obeka so oye kire na amaso a. Amanfo be gi atum say oye kire na amaso. Of course, and no come on and reach out quickly to the General Secretary say, hey, now then our national organizer ya na on come na unim ho hwe ni ade. But they say they want to apologize and they have apologized. As to whether the apology will be taken, it's another matter. And if you and niema na esi wo boase no. And niema na esi wo boase no. Worrying. And me who say the deputy education minister no edi nkomo e wo ho nti meba na minimum abedi ho nkomo ne ahwe no nso said etie. This week we've been discussing the constitutional review committee adwuma no and Kofi me sure say the 4-year term for presidential and parliamentary the review committee is extending it to 5 years. It is a mampeni unya akwanya na abedi Ghana mampeni a enye mfie nan bio omo hwehwe se ebeye mfie num se oto abama of parliamentary candidate no obeye member of parliament and also enye 4 years bio ebeye 5 years anopay and also ho nkomo no ye de bebre na ye nyina ya hwekwan ye befa so a ye bepem akoye anim. The private schools no after the release of results BEC results no omo asori agina say enema bi a ekoso with WAEC any marking no omo gidi say aban pe say ana WAEC pe say ogu omo schools no.
Oh yeah,
because private schools no wo gidi bi say mark wa omo down. And in the last 2 years that conversation it's been up on the front burner and tiano pay and also ye beje na ye di hon komo. But you always know I will tell you what's up on the pages of our newspapers, courtesy Bison Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics and Millennium Construction. We would also tell you the African proverb for the morning and then the picture of the day. Let's begin with the African proverb this morning. A man without a woman cannot defend himself against seduction. A man without a woman cannot defend himself against seduction. That's our African proverb for this morning. Efia.
Yo, abusiafo anope yesi bema oni oba no. Ontumi anye ne ho emfiri enada ene nsɔhwɛ emu. Enada ne nsɔhwɛ no eyete bia bema betumi akomu ewo abra Oba enka ne ho na woya yemre ewo eniema bia nani hunu ana se oba foforo bi eye akere no na wontumi enhye ne ho so ewo mu ho nemom se enka wo ba bi ne ho kani bi ya wone no ekɔ nakranda companion bi ewo fia Wanama bontene kra na nani kohunu de ye nhunu a otimi hya ne ho so kosi se wo befie fi se bibi da fie twɛn no a obetime de abetene hot so ye ka ne sei no na ye nkyerɛ se chinchina twɛn se ba ma bi nso ni ho kafo a nipa no ntimi nhye ne ho so wɔ niema baako mienu bi mu Nipa no ankasa ni gina ya wo besie ekwan a obefa so a obe discipline ne ho efo boa no ema wotimi gina ohaw ne nsohwe a wo behia ewo saa kwan no so ano enti esese obi a timinya companion onya obi de ne ho bonu a da hia damu nipa ne betimi aso ne mu na se wo howding din bi na wawura mu mpo a obetumi anya no kasa kire no akyeche ne wre na nakoma ato ne yam enti bema woni oba no enya se bia bema wonware yankwa ana bema oni empna wone netie enkwa eho asem ne ye kan ne mom se obi kura wo ho na wonhye danni oyonko surunku bi nipa bi obetimi de ne ho ato ne so a eniama kire ne so a obekọ ne nkyɛn ene no akokasa na wagye afutuo ene adwenfoforo afri ho enti yamfa ne se bia emema mienu kura baako ewo yere na adwuma mu wahia ohawdin bi wobedru fi a ebia ne yere no kura timi kyeche ne wre eka ensem bia ede gu na sum eba sai ma ne wre timi free ne haw no kakra de oni yire no so kra no sa bia wo yonko brabuo bi ya wotimi de ne ho to ne so na o confide in that person nipa no so timi hye ne nkura ne bra wahia wo haw bi ana wakonso hwe bi mu na wo po obi aka nasem akere no but se woni obia na wo kote bia etese mu a ya na edin papa enne mema wo mo senses no eye wani wo mani ne hawon won mo nam krom kra na jack pese wo ye jack frisa eniema bia wo mani ebehunu no wontimi nhye won ho so nanso so se oba bi benwo na ebi kra no pa no a wo sore na wakọ unyuma so ana wagbo awura krom akoya ade baako mienu bi no so oba ne cheche wo wura kakra ewo dan mu ansa na wupi a wadidi amen enti se eni ne kohunu ade na nkaja akekra ye na adwene se oya asoden a utimi tia no kakra se oh na se wa men anope ansa na yesi abontene ne ade na opese ogumani mu asi na nkaja akakoda enti obi ahia companion wo hia obi a wode wo ho ebeto ne so obi a obetimi atwea ben wo omre ye bremu na watimi aso mu akyekye owre ti memmei obi ampe ne ho kani baako bi oba baako bi a mumienu mu bedo mo ho no mu agye mo ho adie na monnante oba nso hia bi wonso nya obi a ne ho dwo na obetimi aboa wa abrabo mu ana ade ho abono senya saa ya kra so na obepa adamfo baako bi oyonko baako bi ananse wonua bi a ononko an obetimi asingle na out ewo wonua no mo se wedie woye menua ye me yonko a metimi adi me nkomo bi a kire no eno so boa enti emfa companionship no ewo oba ne bema ennamu ayonkofa mu nko a yetimi fa ne ba bia e ma ne boa ye ya no pede e pese e kan nyina ne se tawo oba o so ni oba o wan kasa so nya ahohyeso na timi discipline wo ho ane wabrabo yie gina ya wusie bia no fa adwene eto ho e wo bra kwantuo ya wonamu no na emmoa fisanya bre bia nso e na obenya wo bia wo benwa obetimi aka bibia kire obi kura ba bia wo behia asem bia no odin no na wo bia mewo sama wo fafo kura na ofra na enko enti wan kasa wantimi anhunu ho se wo betimi ede ahohyeso ne ginasie papa aka wo bra ho a eno nso ebe hawo ti anopai yede we na etutu ye hofo se obi ahia obi se obi na fa no eye odahia damu yonko a wo betimi aka wasem akire no ama wo no nso atu ufupa na etimi aboa wo mema no mamo nante kwa ntasuo nko anante enye yie Ka oba baako na dono na gini di na fa ho to ne so ni owa abonten no ono a ewo fi na wonye o confident wonye o comforter abre nyinaa mu na wankasa obehu se wo bra esesa fi se yenimu a enye yie ti anopai ne meka kakra ni etwa ne se de owa aso no wontie de honhom ne ka kira asafo no mema ne se yesese de pane ahu ni tokuro no esha kakra na homatea ne timi na de telafo ne timi ka bo ho mienu de edi wura mu na so wa wo ha wo ho na hu se esese me bra na me bo no me di bibisi mani so anu atu ho fo simple no apɛ baako pɛ ne no atena na aboa ye nyinaa me das
Efia wadi nkomo ne ye na afutusɛm na ade ka ho no na menim sɛ mrantie no ombete wase na omne wo aya adwen dia
esese befa
ombe mana fa dia
dia he na ya asɛm no na asɛm a ye ne ene sei
na ma no kromo wabrabo mu kra
na da bia ya na wo pese wo de semma
e ma no wabrabo mu kra sen ofa
sesei
na wo fa ba ko
odim
ofa
bia
Paul say
de bia no am wachi bu
de ofa Paul say
because asem wo kan o say obi a hwɛ so obetena ne de ho wonti bi ho
ofa Paul say nke bi yi ankamonye seme
na Paul ka
na wonti bi nya sa ono no
Paul
also nke bi yi a ankamonye seme ada say it's member no boys na me de be catch boys say
nti Paul quotation na o de bank
also nke bi yi a kamonye seme
kamu obi anware
na no so wonti bi nya sa ono no
ada say nke bi yi a kamonye seme
obi nya so ono nti obi anware
ofa say obi won so yin destiny so be ware o
ye ni problem but then no kan ya no o say the oba ni ne nchen ya na onya accusations ya den so be yi ne ho anu fi say obi ani ho
ba accusations say obo ni
oba bi dan ne ho kire ope na di ya ye
ofa da bi ye o mema ni bo ho no ma ofa omonye fo saa o sene ma ni bi nyefo sa na mema ni so nyefo mema ni bi wo nyefo e wa brabo na omo boni obe dada ho kire omo ntwema ho
oh be ma wa dwane afiri oba temptation anoda
bebre na se me amete me dwane de bia ofa
e be de na wunwane de bia wo de be de na wunwane
me dwane de bia
o be dwane because de bia
because
o be bia obetimi ato amnem
because me dem bia ba me kai Joseph ni Potiphar wife no o dwane
na Joseph be ma wo ho
o baby wo o se bi ebi ni mi amete
but your picture of the day why now picture of the day anofei Kofi we ultimi ntwa
me cherry about time be
ultimi ntwa
wow
about time no
the morning
avia obedwa
the morning
enyum na meto no about time no so
asa nam kan yes wati
otonyomo
Antonio oh about time no so
oh okay
so fan sa de na chese no
about time no so
e de no ano Kofi
ofa we dem nim no okay we dem nim no
all right for picture of the day and the amount no where you mo no send him voice note and a text message and a WhatsApp message on 0207543637 no the bar you know nyina ebe identify ni pakro no say ohe na watching line no aye nam so no a I'm sure I can give you a clue to who she is na watching line no aye nam so no ebe ma o clue na amwo ni pakro a na efia ye koye ni mu anope say unim say afimu ani 6th of August 6th of August because ye show ye show no ye pie na mabontin be 10:30 10:40 10:45 then the story is coming I'm like, is it true? Is it not true? Yes, so ministers eka ho ministers miensa eka ho na afi dina starting na eba ebi say aso as member of parliament na eno ho nsem eba na omaka Western region MP now minister of lands
Yes,
Amakofi no nso di aba because he's supposed to be part of the delegation kono chese na afi base ministers no esi nipa miensa na afiri mu enkomo be na ya sorry anopa ye di ni sei so ade no omo ko boase na helicopter na be hwe fom afina wa Ashanti region nkomo no yabo asoase afia say Dr. Sapon afina Asante aye bibia wo ho afina messages if you know them part of Ghana e banso arehosem
ale
ne mana koso no there's a bob e du ba akode
there's a adedi
na say arehosem aba and so let's do a minute silence for them. Ha. Hey, Erade.
Emoyo.
Moya pa watching
And so whilst as a nation and a year exactly, you know. And I don't know whether you've heard of the story of the Honorable Mohammed Mutala, the family house. The family house is Akotomwa and also Ashie. But whilst we do that, the minority and the New Patriotic Party is demonstrating today. The government, a ceremony for them. And at the same time, and a minority, and I said the New Patriotic Party, and so to talk about democracy. Ed new.
Moya. So, Makonim.
And quite who are some on. And quite who are some.
And yasam kutwa.
And quite who are some. And Fennia grow. And fan quite who are some Niagro. And you do baby na. Oh, Quanavi. Buonia de complainia.
Niagro.
I can imagine Dr. Maneboama, the kids and the wife. Me say it doesn't matter how much money you are giving.
No.
Compensate for life.
No.
It's still
replace you.
I won't say.
But offer. I want to
they say our
companionship.
Warm. Any do vemu.
Okay. Udi be kata on so onya kakra.
Enim bajo Kofi Kenyatta nyom no wo ho. Ode se muntimi mboni sesi amfa nto ye de bema wo mo a wodi won awoda no.
Udi kuri wo ho kra ho say o da utumi san da no the other side of a human being. Na ho ahyew.
Duve ntimi nye.
Ene so ofa aware ne de.
Onyo bi na wo ye o se ya.
Na wonya obi a wo do no ana wo pɛ na asɛm ama wa ma wa tuda.
Oh yes.
Na ya feeling it is saying.
Ya na obuwa oye na tu na ofa echisan ya
na momre wanya obi a
ofa feeling na make
ama na ma wa tuda. Na tu say de ye ne nyina ye nim. Chinyo na aba kyerɛkyerɛ ye.
Obuwa ya ne mu de.
Ade obi ma wa tu a ye ti peja.
Dey ofa. O sa fa echi.
Odo sa fa echi. Obi ama wa tu go peja nsa.
Dey peja.
Ah na o sa ne nam ne to ase.
O kana abata mu yi.
Aha sanka efi aka bi nka mi bi kyerɛ.
O ye die bi kyerɛ. O ye die bi kyerɛ. Ya wo dey ye nyasi kwan so dey.
De opa no.
So o chef won fun nti bi be mi won fun.
Oh, so afere. Oh, so afere. Obi ma wa tu ase. Ko so ne to ase. Sese.
Dey also ase dey bi nisisi echi ho no.
Na sese ya ofro so ana.
Ofo dey bi nyina ka ho. Nisisi echi ho no. Odi nyina abata ho. Ofo nti we hag na no ara ni say akeke.
Na hag ye say.
Ofo umma haga, oso umma no ma ni yi. Hag bi wonye no ansa odo dey ofa. Oso umma na to esisi ni chinwa twen abakakra.
Abusafo anopei enkomo ayede ebrel no. Emu dodo no a de obokrata no ewom. Enti say ofa no Daily Graphic, ana ofa no Chronicle, ofa no the Daily Guide, ana say ofa Metro Lens, The Voice, ana bibia. Enkomo be miensa enan na ewom. Nti yanka nkyere wa no pay say Bison Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics, they are into exports and imports. Waka ho bi na no pay bia yede de obonkrata nkomo no ebrel sa na Millennium Construction say eya dansie hu niema de a ene na wadan wani ahwe wa so ye say eya asase na oton ana opa asase ato ana oni won adi nkomo say ye dan na opese usi say ya asori dan say ye hospital say ye school dan eye wa ufia eno nso Millennium Constructions eboa ema ye sima ope gated community mu atena ehe na opese usi dan no wobeboa na waye no pepepe de ama nkrata asem no wobehwe siesie ama sikasem no asem bia emma ho ene won enim komo e ka Millennium Construction won headquarters e wo Bushen na Yas Junction ene won nim komo na won hwe nye wasase ho adwuma ma na odan no a opese usi no won hwe na won sima oda meka says I won pese Public Accounts Committee ho nsem beba na wapa adwuma ku a woye recognize na won won aye adwuma Bison Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics Adaroma will be asweye e wo Dichem su Kumase wudu nkran wo bi wo airport and na afei wo bi e wo Tema Community 12 won na esoy asen mada ne da ye de wo nkrata nkomo no ebro afia anopay ye nhyada mfa no maako
okay
but enkomo titiriwa a de wo nkrata no efa e ba ko edikan ya mehu ye eye unim say lawyers no ana the legal vacation no baso. Legal vacation no baso no. There are cases Chief Justice say judges no entrance na omunye. Hanan case no baako.
Okay.
Na enu ana ye kan say sedinam tamakulu da so ehwem because of appeal ni ade no. Hanan lawyers ese there bi enkomo na Chief Justice odi no. Omne no enya adwen because it does not fall within their practice. Say legal vacation case no ye nya nhase ekura ntinga legal vacation there lawyer for you omo ko home ne ade e bia particular case bi e wo ho no na ya to aso adi ne awie na de ye nya nhase na as legal vacation mu ne ye nhase de omze no de omo sre no anti we omo ne no e ka ho asem a eno nso eye nkomo a aba no ebia uye no eto nchen a demonstration nso eye nkomo a de obonkrata no afa eno achi oboase enema na esi woboase nra no de obonkrata no afa sa nkomo no a womo edi efa ho And afi IMF for so the kokobobi boyen say as ye de ho to gold board any sika kokwa ifiri ho ba no omo nyi ni say ye koso aye nsa e bibia ebeboa nti omo nso boyen kokko wo ho wo heda wo bonkrata ni ma asamba akwa no nso wo ye mabunu dodo no a wo munya adwuma nya da ne da ye sevia na eno nso abeka nkomo no ho no you heard the bonkrata no eno nso ewo ma no pay we've done a minute silent for the departed eno nso ye nkomo a kan semo a ba no ho nti afia we nom na minim se ba the bonkrata ni mu a edi mu akotene minim se wo hwe mu no wa hu bibi wo mu a ye de beka ho na afi ya pense mu ano pay ya
minority on Accra Kumasi Highway,
yes,
no?
Yes.
And also what the chronicle
That's also another conversation. In the last 2 days, Matisse and Kofoka that the original, the one known road Accra Kumasi, almost say abandoning. Jumana Koso was no giant. There's been calls to say there should be concentration on it. Inti anope and also nkoma ewo the visa break kwapem se no nso ebebo no ye nsesa no maako na ye hwe minim afia emu ne we na obepese obekira adwen wo
quiet ene nako
yes so private schools nkomo
Ghana National Council of Private Schools NACOPS
that's right
no mo se waye kaye den
afia nkomo no hu abakosam kakra wo
okay
na obekai se Ghana Education Service Babontin Bekai. So one wako public schools no. There is a favor womode ebema wom. It is a obi ko public school. Na owie JHS. Na obo ne nsohwe no ho bra no. Obo ne ho modern kakra. Aban ehwe se ye befa wom, ye place wom ansa ne abehwe wom a wom private schools no. This uncommon chance, Emma said resource in a bar. Omo call public schools, no. Nya omunya placement in term.
A chain,
one call private schools, no. To be no, na obinya be 24. Now when you're the first choice, obinya be 30. When you're the first choice.
Oh no, because private and you're 6 now 100. But
we call private school. Now when you're 15, as on the first choice or pleno. In the last 2-3 years, there's been concerns. Now, if we private schools are share ho say then a yena ya ko school, yena ya coach run so he. Obia wo ho kwan ba bia wo nko ni school. Nti then na say wo private school no. Ye bre in terms of the marking. There were concerns. I think last 2 years. They even wanted to go to court. Meaning, so go to court.
So why
see and when him say private schools, there's a lot of money that parents are paying.
Yeah.
Nti ekobasa na ya de mobana omum pass there. Nti meaning say obekai say at a point na nkola ni do stage 5 and our class 5.
No, be a person then a public school.
Every private school. And then a public school. Said the bear obenya entry no entem. And also crowd them come off for by because then the private schools were also complaining that the more friend you train or man do class 5. You will need pay 50. I don't coach runs or no. If you do class 6, no more 20 and then 25. So there's been concerns about it. Baby. Omu free air ban no omu this year there be enya kra
na sa afi bia wo de ye won na this year there akọ atrashe
sa
ba se wo Ghana high super there enka ye can schools BC in social bus ya ye se wo matwa na nka kane tetebere mu ba no na ye private school pa o
no correct
na ye private school
no correct
minim ne ekoba ya am say free SHS no so chase se ba no na enhyehyɛ ya etesa no ohun sɛ afei na eno so asase edi ntintiman eba enti sa akwada no ɛwɔ public school esan sɛ free SHS eba na wɔn pɛsɛ sa akwada no nya emu kyɛfa mo nti no na kyerɛ sɛ na yɛte Ghana ha so yɛse ɛyɛ public private partnership aban kwa ntimi nye ni nyina enti se private person bi enso anya opepa se oboa na ebi kra etoda enrollment no aban school na wo mo boa pe so bebre but private person so te o ha no so kakra na ekoba ne se aban bepe kuntuna asibiafa na sankrofo no wode wo mo ensa hyegyamu a eno so ye wo hawo se de na copsfo eken etesa pa hu se daily graphic report say why kefo say asam no nokra bia nim obi aso ni ho a ode so bobo no a oba beka say eyampa maye ne saa enti papa John Kapi betimi edi ni nkomo yie na nka na cops mpanimfo no omo so atimi ede omo nyina so eno nti omo ka ne saa saa afi bia mo de ye na afi di abroso na afi nke ye hunu asam no said the enemy no.
I'm sure that it's going to be difficult for them. Minim how they will be able to prove it. But akola wabeng. Teacher for nyina nim say akola we dey wabeng. Nti yenim say akola ni bi wo ha science dey. Obo won homoden. E bia ne maths na aka kakra. Obo ne homoden ni English e na aka kakra. Oye art student a obo ne homoden. E bia science e na aka kakra. Nti say okotron so based on mock ne other exams o ma ye school mu ho no na say the obone homodin e be ba no na e tra sa then they have issues meaning say Jacobi
say issue we on say because me di mu nkomo a because na cops no me no ma ye adwuma da ofa me blame Akufo the government
nkomo na ye na Akufa. Na say you can why kasem na Akufa do there.
Say a honey free banner.
Ebe.
Of a free 2016, 2017 eba. The last time you use a private schools. E control sorry. BEC. Our motor etwa ye pano. Of us out check records any history why for na de bema wa. It was the last time was 2016. The last time this year was 2016. Of 2017 Abra nana don Akufo omode free SHS eba no ade ba ko ma Ministry of Education eye awareness say free education omode eba no omode eba purposely for government schools to compete against private schools. It is a private SHS senior high schools crampo a senior high school say private a enye wa adwen say ubetima survive under omo policy that is free SHS. It is offer check if we say omodi free SHS ne ba na check the number of private schools SHS o magu no e wo kromo a betima ma 10 private schools o magu no e wo kromo a.
Okay, so you are then now talking about placements. Oh, say neman mienu
offer me bo
placements no and no na buying a place public schools more than they will place private school students.
So
but why could the general examination no marking down
meba
dia no nana ba mu saying
enti eno no eba no other way o metimi e dey lower the standard of private school. I'm talking about GHS and say public student no ekwo control BEC no na say you marking higher na em so on private school ni no e be on nya 15 private school ni nya 15 a e was say you more no chance ahead of private school students which was very bad. We are all enrolling our kids in our education system. So be equal treatment. The first parents being yes, come from the bank or private school, not public school, no. Doesn't mean say the band bit mean be a so chain private school ni no than the back.
Now a hokradi know ya drink. I'm sure some near fear you know ya drink. It is the bit about government, no na me pay clarity say. And no abine any why quad na cran na say.
Since no for make us
mark you down and answer saying.
Oh money on my call sa agreement no.
Oh boy.
If I'm telling you a fact. Of a fact now. That's what I'm saying.
A perception you hold.
No,
a fact.
A fact.
How?
Sir, intentionally, private schools no say a business say a market. There is no way say private schools no currently as you speak bet my private over public schools. Of a fact.
So that a buying a free wire company for no more trans here this offer and I say I can't imagine how government will
Chrome one common.
And almost say now,
Chrome one common.
Say my
Chrome one common. Chrome one common. I eat
Be possible.
Not to be possible if you are. A son share net dahono. A son at daho. Because meaning private schools are. Meaning private schools are, they were producing best students with best records. Best students with best records. As our private school, no, I could say, but I say from class 1 and I say grade 1. I could pass it through every system in the private school. I would genie this our creditors or the court in so I could bet on 6 1s, 7 1s, 9 1s. I could also have a number 21. Results in the Bible Montano. Now could about 21. Private schools or more heavy now, met my friend attest to that fact.
No, there are challenges, but where is the Akufo-Addo government coming in?
Intentional because of almost system. System no the buy no. The system they buy purposely to bring private schools down. It's not of one international of those times 2018 no. And I remember so national chairman no a frame meeting at that time. Now the general secretary of NACOP from 2018 eba 2023, Mr. Odamite, no no general secretary. Obuko meeting no. And omo akwaji tu mu say, omo heard the trend that free SHS number. No heard the free say by the kind of marking scheme at El Coso. Ewo omo private schools no farm. I can't just say private school counseling, BIO school. Omo mo sa executives using in Obia private school. It's a wuni private school. Yama umbedi dibre. Ewo na kobu omuju mediem. Omo nyina Obia private school.
You said they should have an interest.
Omo edi omo data buy no. And omo nyina compare the data to the students no mu wie no for consistent use and there be. Nyama na wa for no ye no. They are intentionally doing these things to bring them down.
Kofi, those ones are established. And open me how ye you introducing the Akufo-Addo government
because women they buy offer.
Yes, they started the free SHS, but how did that influence WAEC in terms of what?
Offer. Now before say bebano. Before say bebano. Before say free SHS bebano. Ni entina krum in this ankomo way. Ni entina krum hanom in this ankomo way. Say private school students. Akotro BEC.
So it is your suspicion.
Offer. Suspicion. Sanity intentional. Me blame
no, those ones, but it cannot be a fact. O suspect say
over
na akoya nhihye
over your nkomo bi wonu ma mintimi nyim fan 20
e ba nkomo ayentimi ndi na bonten no na se nya nkomo obi de no muto so ye yi
over there be your nkomo bi wonu ma your nkomo bi wonu ma 2023 national meeting that calls together with WAEC representatives. And then knock off phone call mukodi and in some WAEC phone crop on the better meeting as a kind. Was because of a catch with you with swab about.
Anyway,
that's what I'm saying. Say,
I don't know, would have one of the national executives speaking to us on the matter. The issues, you baby son.
Or because if you are private school student, GHS 1 students, ever for GHS 2, GHS 3, unse also itiamra. Ako a crassy baby.
GHS 2, GHS 3.
I say or jump it, right?
Yes. Yes, education law no ewom. Sakurano or form 1.
No, it's against the rules.
Na say o no ko o jump no form 2, form 3 so control BC. Na say chi akwara say wo players ko echo together with the headmaster. Wasomba yeshi. It's private schools no. They test waters no. And they say akwara no GHS 1 omo sheda e ma akwara no ko ekura so don control BC ni en hwa ade. Akodan be kwa akotro. And nam so wakọ ekura bia se fancy esuo so nkinken so ho ba bia akotro no very good
kroketwa
wakọ kroketu makọ akotro no fa wo push kakra bi at expense no results in the na akọ GHS 1 no akọbọ 9 aggregate 9 aggregate 8 na school placement beba no those times no is when you prepare college sa akoda na enko SHS obaba back to the private school aba betro akoda na wako GHS 1 wako akotro na woni made watro mock and na ko competition debate quizzes enim sa akoda we the 9 ones will be you know akoda no betro ono the private school BC e beba na akoda 21
okay
for what reason or GHS 1 no
and no ntina mo
okay so who raised that bet
wabo aggregate 9 I grade 8.
But Accra Kumasi Road, Navia. I'm still wondering. Almost say ye jai swe juma.
Ano moka. Say the priority ni nyina kwagina
Express road no so.
Expressway na nti. Dada no a eno na say so nkrofo fa so yi no. Omani beba omo so say expressway no omo wie no.
But there was a bypass bi ana omo ye.
Omo ye ewo yi ano.
Omo wo so de.
Oh, me free so.
Any ministry need nkomo. Any ministry need nkomo because the last time minister na kasa no okai that whilst our express road, they are still concentrating on the old road. Na nya they are abandoned. This is a conversation about say abandon and no. Accra Kumasi 7 hours.
Road no so no for years o.
Accra Kumasi 7 hours.
Senyame de 8 mi do koba.
Accra Kumasi 7 hours.
You see the kwan no so there.
A journey that you could do 3 hours.
3 hours no.
Sometimes what the car Accra you can do 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
And there's 7 hours.
7 hours.
She drive a near on pen who has some obetimi a trust 7 hours 30 minutes. Maybe a Linda or
no for no kwa sin sa kwan so pon ho asem mpon ho asem nyame nyina wachi a betimi esi o over
say e kwan no ne apentem for no wo mo nso a wo mo pentem especially say ukopie sa akono go traffic no so a obetimi anya 45 1 hour
na ojina
e wo ho nko
over for Vox for no mo de be 2 hours duro.
Oh, 2 hours there no be into 2 hours in
Vox for
even 3 hours difficult. But ye na ye homra na ye ba enkomo na aka no oboase ne ye keke ka ho demonstration no ne ade no ye mfa ni nyina emra hwefo enkomo aye di mu bia no wo ho akwanya say o send a voice no text message WhatsApp 020-754-3637 ye dan ye ho ye ba agudi emu nsem de ensa aka no Vini enkomo no akosi sen ye ba sisi a na ye de abrel.
This is sports.
King walks in, you know it's time to do sports. Fache sports. This is sports. Luther Marche.
Yeah, Mugofa.
To say,
Yamia Dumo number Chosway.
You are near and have to be here.
The Yamiasi.
Vinny Junior, Mubenya, Edenwa Bamoho.
Arsenal.
Aye.
Say the uncommon kick up on a dear.
Hey,
a bit to me above.
Luther. And we are
I just send them say
any dear no did you come on
so Bonica say upon chicken kum is not panacea. There's a check kum upon chief. So in your confirmed toward joining Arsenal. Until I can say the air kick up on it.
One we are pan.
Say so
was the Kabia Dawa. Come to me a deal. A show I hook a car with the deal come on not as a wabanessa. Destroy me and see for who.
Say Madrid no. SS so much check say Omoma Vinia qua. Sika did the replacement bebano. Ombetwa more than the uncommon bema Vini no. Say so money na kasa. And a Vini so I jet to say up a sort now. But Arsenal offer
we are nobody in common.
But say offer any
give or take offer no man.
Amano.
There's so on the team that trans decide say
yes.
Obeje ana onye. It's say omo course meeting no. Waje Ana wa.
Say some meeting na Madrid as qualify another meeting. Some person de sika no bi ka ho. 22 plus 2 million euros bonus no. On person de kakra ka ho ma no. But Arsenal so yes money 24. Yes, in this so person on Madrid san kosia. But boy need dey move fu. Is all kon IG page pictures are now a Madrid pictures na were deleting in everywhere. And what friend is social media team.
Jina say more edge closer.
Yes. Arsenal no aka chance so ba 24 million euros some the man more than the Madrid the man no. Enu achi Oko Madrid ni image right no. Na ono percentage. Arsenal so mo de 100% ni na man no. This Arsenal do obo be boga.
I see. And command the aka ni na fa kan yo.
Me da say e brother say so and na no pa bread de agukansem nsem Eram Daybreak Jumade no so edi amamo me din edi Lutaken executive producer Binas Daruma and was Jumade or Tetra ya de Badam Lord Asamwa Eja camera na chi uko MCR omo eboame di Jumade no edi amamo nsem piwa ya di afisem eso Bramo Nura Sante Kotoko any division 2 team ya fa Benam FC game no de ne PM and what Cheberam or Medema as to Equable game, our Ya Mosokro FC, Diane Pim and Sempi Banner the Black Queens, Ejina Konomo elbow game, our Morocco, when it's Sempi upon the Peda, ye Pedani Denimia Senate Moon, as to a Damama Pia Swatma Kama, na and 10 times water, Yemfa Efisam and Shase Emfa Emamo, na Yadi Shase Ram, oh the Black Queens of Ghana. And that Wolfcon game Bakwa, Black Queens and Bapim so against Emily. And now coach I found Kim last. I cast out by the preparation and my one ahead of Mali game now.
For the game, like always, looking forward to the next one. We were a little bit unhappy with the start in previous game, even if we felt that we came back pretty good in the second half. But we have talked about it. We have learned from the game. We know that we need to play a little bit better tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that we will do that. That's why we are in professional football. We all love the games that means a lot. The friendly games can be fun. It can be good for the team to practice new things. But that kind of games, that's why you're a professional coach or a professional player, so it's just fun, and from now on in a tournament like this, it's a must-win game every game that you are playing. So
Quiz, coach or nam came last, and a church so more pa wouldn't for friendly game, and a compare game will wear a competitive game. And then my prefer at the amomo and what she. And a pusa Black Queens coach, he said, pressure enter my one so, and a pressure in your muscle.
For me personally, I don't feel any pressure at all, and not for a single second. I think for the girls, I can't talk for them, but they look pretty relaxed, and we have been, of course, talking about football and things like that, but we also try to relax a little bit and talk about other things. There have been team building activities, for example, that I think can help in this stage where we are right now. So I think it's more for us to be relaxed and enjoy the situation. We are in a good position that we know that 1 point takes us to the quarterfinal, and that's what it's all about.
Queens head coach came last. And I just say, on there, pressure part there, a bit my one so. Now, omunim there a war at stake, and said there qualification, and we are more, and we are summer, papa no attitude. Now, Jennifer Kojo, I buy what Bakwa, see academy the Black Queens ahead of Omunim game no on Swakasa.
I think the loss was very hurtful because we know what we can do. Everybody knows how we play and everything, and I think we didn't show up how the way we wanted to. So it was a bit hard, but we know that we have days to get it out of our system and focus. So the next day we know that we're showing up. That game has passed, and we're going to focus on what is ahead. So I know that every single one of the girls are ready and they want to come out and show the Ghanaians and then the country like when we here, people know what we can do. So that's what we're going to show.
And no, I am Papa we friend Jennifer Kojo said the last game in Kugo no I de ha omo pa na sa game we there omo aye crowd ni ebusa say mo gidi say mo ready Jennifer.
And I'm looking forward to the next game. I think I'm ready and everybody's ready. So we just hope that we show up and do what we have to do. I mean, pressure is a privilege, and I think as a player, we've been in a different stage in our career, and we've been in this place before. So I don't think there's a lot of pressure, but we know that what we have to do, and we're going to show up on Thursday and give everything we can. So I think we are ready, and no matter how the game goes, we know that we need a win. That's what we're going for. So I don't think there's too much pressure, but we know that it's not going to be an easy game as well.
And no, I am Baba why friend Jennifer Kojo. Yemra mo NSA boss yaw ampofo ankra. Ni nyina no sa Ghana ebe host to the maiden West Africa Bowls Championship. Na no ajaw ampofo ankra ene the president as etmishia. Now after the meeting yentie the people.
Mr. Graham Robertson, also to acknowledge your great days of play for Scotland. Thank you very much. We hope you'll be in Ghana soon to help us to set up the championship that Ghana wants to host, hopefully later in the year or next year. So on behalf of Ghana Sports, as the National Sports Authority, we say thank you very much. Thank you. And to the president, of course, of World Bowls and his executives. I would like to use this opportunity to thank the world president of Bowls, Mr. Brett O'Reilly, and our chief executive officer, Mr. Darimpo, my good friend, for all the support they've given to Ghana Bowls, the pioneers for West Africa Bowls. We very soon going to host the West Africa Championship, and hence Light is going to be the official Bowls equipment. Thank you very much.
Zhao Ampofu Ankra and the Ghana Bowls president and the World Bowls president and the African Bowls president. I so sure Ghana Bowls to the West Africa Bowls Championship. And come on, question madam force any opportunity the among se Ghana and great opportunity way and free Ghana sana and no I crowd so be pia so timi aye kama na yengram e wo medema yen some medema e prepare for Africa na enra omo ewura mo friendly game against ya Musukro FC na game bana we na medema e winning 2-1 and no highlight and that's what we enjoy e kakra no na senro medema mranten e baduma pa o hwe babia strike no ebi every goals ebi every buyer na se coach afeni Ibrahim Tanko ene ne mrante no omo prepare ese no ma ebetuma kama ede ama medema na after omo friendly game omo winning 2-1 na coach Ibrahim Tanko ede ensem bi etudwa after omo 2-1 win.
No, I think it was a very good game, and this is the first game, like you said, in Abidjan, and we managed to win 2-1. And I think, like I said, first game we have to watch the video and then look at the mistakes and the positives that we have done, and then keep on working. Yes, I mean, you could see that all of them are eager to give their best, and those who played today, I mean, did very well. We still have 4 games to play. Everyone will have his chance, and then definitely we are going to have a very strong side among them. I think they should start preparing. Definitely, we are here to prepare for the league and then the Champions League. And like I said, we are trying to build a very, very formidable team. And not only those who are starting, but those who sit on the bench and even those who will not get into the squad. So definitely, we are working. So they should just we keep on praying for us.
Ibrahim Tanko and all kasa about game non say. First game were Bijan. Now, Ocha boys now they're ready. Say Obia Epe giving it all. Now, prepare for the Ghana League and Chebeshas here. Sasso and a CAF Champions League. Representing Ghana. Now, other 4 games. Epapontinura. Siakano another opportunity. As next games, you know. Petmesiakame Biaso Ayakama. I mean, some of Panini Edituga. Zemram Wasante Kotoko, and Ra almost a biofacancy, Omni Division 2 club, your friend Benam FC, na Enra game no ensempe, and a see abra, game no a banner we now coach Eric Tinkler, a do babina papa to papa, score to mana, a do babina a Benam Farmer Kotoko for, as soon I say, a do baby, a bit so Benam a football club no. Amu performance no was so pa ebisi da bi Daladi Ibrahim eno go bi o consider na nye ebisi da bi goalkeeper ba kwa ono so ebeda mu na ne performance no ye saves bi o ye na say so spectacular na after the game and a Kotoko supporters eso ekasa ye efa Kotoko team no
because what club ya no die enye so that say because coach opportunity who no information born am born I say nkuye wo play temaduma ko maba by born na me behwe anim impact na to say money kuya na nkuye
Nti time for na message say you bring up Ediama coach no because your first friendly you never second one na obe who points no wo mo obe timi ni wo mo aye djuma because we here boys na dey you nim say obe pie fam
na that for boys no mo pa but ko ko timi dey coach dey o nye djuma e wo djuma e o timi ko pa yes o ye djuma
Kassim say coach ni o adwuma ye Eric Tinkler eno anie dabi say formation Kotoko elbow na we de ne dey nam ha coach no empeja no modimbo no eno no after game no dey Kotoko supporters ni bi aso ade tudwa na yentoa so ne mfa mo no nsem awodo entoa so emfa emamo na amono ne ye besha ase FIFA omo statement aba eno pekaya abretina se ya de fache afternoon sports ebro no medema se eno FIFA president and some of the executives at team Aram Ewo Rabat Morocco eho ana rama emano wafcon no eguswa etoga na empanyfo ekwati nkomope na FIFA babontem abetinai almost a false and misleading SM for World Cup 2030 so Roma Spain and Portugal for a case FIFA a promise Morocco as the final game of World Cup 2030 no Bama Morocco na host on Spain a pasa fana host no Bernabeu Babia Real Madrid for so makano and Morocco a person host to the final or Casablanca the new stadium ABC and no and Roma various European tabloid Ekikam that's the FIFA president Uncle promise Morocco for say and supporting said about the next election obe winning na se normal tumi kokama 2030 World Cup final Morocco ne ebe host enu na FIFA this statement about bontem about the banke say a false and misleading na enchafana decision papa na babia the World Cup 2030 eye fana no ebeto dwa no omo de papa na bia so tuma ye kama enu e de benu achi FIFA so eda the executive na say especially the general secretary as omo etanachi ono so say obeta omochi say bi baba kama about eba omo issue omo de pabontem say omo beton some shells for the World Cup no private investors as what me and no onkrofo anjantum omo resent omo decision ni nyina no ma accept etutu omonfo ese no ma epetuma ye kama eso edi ama wo mo eno ede dawa ye jejam from enra meeting no ye di ama mo mami Gavi Barcelona play Gavi ni new look no opeka World Cup no players bi was Spain ebesheshe ball ebi di se kukuria opeshe ball esse Spain etimi ewini World Cup obey coach ni tattoo ade atono ampa Kukuria at was say ayoyo Gavi Pablo aso abekaye ss team Spain etim ewini World Cup or better in team paint and na Gavi and I died in tin pinka on so at fulfilling the promise what was say ayoyo esampa the portion I was saying no etime pamudia I was so trying to be pierce with me kama nas mame Thailand a player and rara was semasipa who rub our Thailander na regional tournament be na player ejina agopama so na me patro ayeramo lightning a striker ye am a player no ewo atoyemu ha and watch 12 other players as we prepare a brana game no etodwa na nso ayese beto ajramo tete agrada ebom na ajramo ni bete ye lightning no be atia a striker a player bakwa me patro ni din e de Safwan Awai nyame amfa fie amfa ma no uhwe TV na time a did a strike here and a plan and a downward Thailand a brand regional football as to a toga I'm a plan a watoyemwa I'm a 12 other players as to a prepare a around 70 Thailand regional football tournament at the Abraham General Wafcon resource toga and our Mano Nations Kappa, a Guswa Etodra, Asu our Morocco, and no Rama Egypt Atinaho, Emma a Super Falcons of Nigeria, Bo Egypt A6-2, and watch Malawi, Etroma Zambia, Asu a bomb A2-1. Now Unko Pema, the Patramam Group C table, no, Zambia are quite the first team of WAFCON history, a Mano tournament, and all. Omonya 6 points entimi qualify Malawi enya 6 points Nigeria enya 6 points nanso omumienu nyina tima qualify ekopem o the quarter final stage na wotwe omaya ye fe no Zambia wonya 6 points that's when tima qualify ni nyina no se wrama omo amfa points no anase goals for and omuti eyeye nemo omu yisu etued and omuti a tiebreaker rule and omuti eba mabia aso eye kama Zambia to qualify na quarter final teams na me patcho am quarter final teams no teams are so far qualify quarter finals yenya 7 teams your Cameroon your Morocco, your Algeria, your Cote d'Ivoire, South Africa, Nigeria, and Malawi, and a one country, a Ghana, and answer Bahe, and a game set to ga, a 8 p.m. A D games in a Basel, and we are Mali, a Ghana, and a Kevat, a Cameroon, and Tine, and was a Ghana, a massive, a must win, at the matter Black Queens, the Piasso Kama. Na me patro Champions League results no and no Roma ba UEFA Champions League qualifiers no and mienu etimi eba so na no results to say and am patro esi ekro and no AGF atna ho etwa Saba FK akamienu a Saba FK ti akan baako na Roma Fenerbahce and no Storm Grass Bom A2-0. Mami Messi Greenwood ni goal no. And when you first goal, the Ama Fenerbahce and Abra Omo elbow, which a baby a born da Messi Greenwood a striking ball. And it was Tinama, a chance ampa, no man shall say far at the ma, new signing no. And yeah, Messi Greenwood left-footed a player, and no baby just striking him. And the two muna FPA, Mamma Patro, and Ramaman PSG results, and the reigning UEFA Champions League champions, and Ankoye and Fama, and Rompo friendly game, Nanso Mallorca, actually a PSG, a bomb a 3-0, and Ankoye pre-season gamer, a boy, a Rosam Edma a PSG, Nanwachi Arsenal, my mama result, and the reigning Premier League champions, a game against Real Betis, and also Betis, actually Arsenal, a Arsenal 3-1, and no Edgesia, yet the Amamo Ireland, no Bruno Guimaraes, Mammy Enfamam, I said, and no passing medical, so for person 4-year deal. With option for another year at the Ama Arsenal, now after the game, Mikel Arteta, you Pusana Pat Bruno. Guimaraes, that's a pioneer why Arsenal player, more persona na, Yenten Sama Mikel, Arteta ekae.
But if Bruno is added to the mix, how much of a boost would that be?
I'm not going to talk about any players that are not Arsenal players.
When you go in for a player, a top player, and negotiations appear to be going well, and eventually it happens, how much of a boost is that, just generally speaking?
Well, I can tell you the moment that something happens and we can announce it, I will give you my straight answer.
What's on player, on any team player, who has se bibia sianko ba na so na mo sancho fe kretora bia mo ye faster ese no Mikel Arteta o wie na game na nkasa so ka won sem for losing to Real Betis.
But this is good. That's what we need.
Tom here.
Miguel, can you take us inside the dressing room a little bit in a pre-season game when it's been a disappointing first half? Is it?
Yeah. They are fuming, but this is good. That's what we need.
Arteta no mama ni image no na Mikel Arteta dia tudwa se season Arsenal April no Arsenal be attack every game biana Arsenal ebebo every trophy bia Arsenal be pesa wo peje enu yensema Mikel Arteta esan dia tudwa ye jeja Ricardo Calafiori aso ekasa ba Vinicius Junior pisa Ricardo Calafiori esa Vini Junior eba moye ready official
like Bruno Guimaraes is on his way, if you believe everything the media is saying. How exciting would it be to have him in the squad of players?
Yeah, I don't know if it's official yet. I don't know.
Not official yet, no.
Then I cannot speak about it, but we'll see.
What's the senior official? Want me and come once na Vinicius Junior latest from Arsenal company. Arsenal so permanent net annual salary of 24 million euros. Nani image right now. Omo aman 100%. Opefa Madrid Arsenal Fonia Brem. Madrid increase omo contract extension offer. Omo ti Emma Vinicius Junior no. Se Brazilian no. Madrid for who say so man kwa replacement na ka omo papa no. Ebe more than the common permanent and to increase as what Diamano Morino room as a Vinicius Junior or person or Tena or Momantan or pay a key player on the project on Morino on also Eba Apayano now Vinicius Junior IG page me patro everything concerning Madrid pictures in Nano what delayed as for at every all among Crawford say speculative as a or Paco Arsenal now what for the social media team. As a onomu be emergency meeting enu ete eba ye jeja mami Madrid dinner no na urama Jose Mourinho we sa video e say was say about team unity say so be training Belva Debebas team entity omo any technical team omo shed di no ma di omo nkomo say the player team unity e petimi aye aduma ya domande deal petimi aye done and Leipzig Kenyan replacement na omo say deal no transfer fee 125 million euros. Na add-ons amana acquire 135. Na me patro package be beka ho. Na ye 140. Leganis penya 5% of the transfer. Fee no. A chasa by the deal done. And official announcement as to petimi aba na urama mame emfamao. Say Julian Alvarez, urama Atletico Madrid, Miguel Angel Gil Marin. Asampa no sika bianwa Barcelona ne papa omo epetono omo ntone na ntone china me patcho ma me latest on company uramo Spotify company wa se new interior no omo ya adwuma nchom petima wie no ma take shape Barcelona for pushi asompa transform sa stadium we na bia so atima ye kama na eno ede eba na mami coach ye ba Matthias Yasil say team friend Newcastle new manager no na opinion Asia new players no who share opinion na one eba no kotua compensate from Saudi Arabia Al Ahly and your Matthias Yasil and ten eba when the new manager Edmund Tima your friend Newcastle papa juma eso edi amomo na banya friend Christian Nogard also Everton etima unveiling the camera. I say, new player, no amateur. Sir Arsenal planning medical. A loan and one couple at the amateur friend Everton. And no Christian Nogard. Among failing number BPR. That's so at me, I come pa. Now, and no mammy more seller. And run on failing in paso. Not more seller rival. time all call amama call unveiling asu enie enra na ewo efe na ewo ede ultra air trap zone spa omo supporters aboje no so pa na sala emma speech akakra na utien sama sala kaya yentie
fans here now. The receive was unbelievable, so I'm very happy to be here, and I can't put it in a word, but the fans here shows like so much love, and 25,000. Yes, 25,000 people.
Nessa Enra, Usheni Pibesiana, Nania Che, or Dono Montanity, as to Atiamano, Nania Sopa, na goalkeeper Vorzinha. Kevet goalkeeper no sunra uramo Chile atero kolokolo ewo estadio monumental ono so omo epa no ntoma omo omfeli no ema bibia so eye kama uhwe eye supporters over 30,000 enra na ewo estadio monumental na chesampa opanyini no omo penasem omo ni age esewaba onye na omo ewo kam no tama oramo pitch no so na supporters omo eboje no so nipa over 30,000 chesampa 40-year-old Vorzinha obebodmo Chilean league no ama bia so atuma ye kama na me pacho mame anta video no ni Jesse no hwa kwan mo fa so ni Jesse abre no we efapa ni Jesse na omote abre no eno afe na opese kolokolo Jesse na bibia so atuma ye kama eno ede dawa ye de amam ewo ejumade no so na me pacho enra okro America ade set league cup etodwa ema team friend Inter Miami omu wini 4-2 tia San Luis Messi ebo enra 2 goals assist ebako na Messi mpacho he ni goals ni epinie enra na efepa we epa sawa enra 2 goals no obo ema bia ye kama na we na efakra ohwa satam we apa na Messi ade ato atram mami Casemiro and Messi at the end warm up and after the game ye once bamu Messi na before the game warm up Casemiro and Messi so and omujoki kakra chance players no omushaya na fe no ni madueke training no so gusua individual training ono so edini kama enche opetwani Arsenal team no na bibia so atima ye fe and ye no ni madueke Enzo Fernandez aso no personal trainer ono so edi no ma egu atenam uhwe Enzo ano so etutumi kakra ewese bibia epetumi aye comment ono so beba na oni Chelsea team no abaye pre-season eno ede 10 no yenyina so na ensema wodo a anopa ye bobo ano ewo amonone nsemo ene afisem wo fache etim so abra Daybreak jumade eba ede agoka nsem nsem asu ebetwi mo no yemfa ensia abra Daybreak team no ebesa betrasne mum sanon so on Saturday memendano past 6 a.m. Kumasi Cultural Center Fache TV corporate aerobics no baso life and colored into babia piano muya jumafo a monka mo embom adwumakuo no mo ba na mo be participate mo be exercise bank managers bankers Samsung teachers Samsung keep fit clubs teams outdoor mumra for Fache TV corporate aerobics na bibia enya kama offer number na egu TV no so a 0556176204 empanyimfa no padi nkwama o person sponsor anasa oba no obeton bibi o dwumadie na sia wo ne mpanyimfo nya hyehyeye na bia so nya kama medin Edilu Taken Benas executive producer o Teche Loda Samwa ejina camera na chi yakọ about 3 p.m. Fache TV afternoon sports ebaba abu dia bi betena sra team na ka no na 3 to 5:45 yesai eja betame no bi piase edwumadie no ebesiwa
all that has to be done. And okay, you better come on, you more when you are so much large. Then chance you free of what's here. Yeah, I'm said your wasn't come on a quiet. Evia, set me tietie mu a. Na chere say schoolfo no headmaster no or hye won so asin say de ka no say omo mfa mra nya adwuma no omo bra say schoolfo nti no omo aye de omo aye
ai say enkwada empesa ne enkwada na aba no omo apartment ne afutu enti moment a wo hye won say omo nya de eye no na say wo hye won so ebro so wo hye won ahomete enti the least opportunity a omo benya bia no na omo ede mobu fushi aba so me dem me say omumfa evidence and the people be a report say police for say omotimi akọ assume sa body no krono a enkwada ne say omu say headmaster no the chef no the Republican na there was one paper
but whilst you do that there are a couple of videos
the archives.
Yeah, the archives.
And then you also can say power.
What's it saying?
Produce and patch of archives also. And the headmaster, Ora Abdullah Zakari, the picture no, dear Renya no, Eda Efa, and I then Quadana Bro no swan any mojan and sunio. So what say Obuasi Sectec, headmaster no, Sa ritual baby no and Quadano, Ebo Hoso Bosso, Muhu say, oh, see what for one more aqua 2. Ama, or say please confirm body is male infant, estimated 2 to 3 days old.
Okay. Now, Kojo, yanko videos so now yentie videos and then we'll come back to the story. Why? I'm sure they have videos.
In Central for Abaso. And sana mabo Obuase Municipal Security Services in Nanso Abaso. Teacher for more school ha omutimi so car security services ho ane Central for omutimi ba ha from enra nyina besine me mamu nyina mu sesi ane de ye wie mu sec meeting no de kekamani ko si ye ne say sesi ano ye roll call ni ahwe nkola dodo a wo school yi mu omu so omu ni school yi mu since enra nsem ni si ye ne ma bebre na course so eno ntini ye roll call ahwe omu wa ha ne oma omuni ha ye wie roll call na ye behwa say ye be man kola ne nyina akọ won awofo ho abra ye hwe animu e wo police fo ho ene educational director both region and Obuase na ya ye investigations meda say enru anajo no ena meminya akọ say o matwitwa headmaster ama ya rush no to AGA hospital. And into no menya asante ye no me frɛ district commander enti se see ai de nyankopon adom headmaster no wapra but o konfanocha mo de no konfanocha menim se me de woduru ho a oje ayaresa enti ne de aka no so no ye nyina ye wa ha ye hu ne ye kɔ enti ye besi to it se nkola ne be kofie na ne e wa akire bia no yahwɛ na yaka send them money nyina cars ono ani car o ma say no another school friend say oba a teacher headmistress and so ono so ne car o ma say no into 2 cars and na o ma say no including headmaster no ne fie niema say omo enhwe say be ya situation no ebeba from titru krampo the person e ma omo ekofie no enene say ayentimi ma police ntina ha saa 24/7 awofo betimi no omoma akasa nti ye moma kofi akode afutuo ani bi nso aka ho nti ye nhyehyeye enyina awie na ewo se omoba menim se school no ewo awofo no nyina numbers ana se beko television ana se radio so ama yakasa ya san abie nti ye mankola no sambra no mometena momesuade so far me district commander mami hu say ya 6 nkola mako 6 ebi mo omuche wo headmaster no eho omabubu ni diase ni niema ebi mo fefa omo niema with the say headmaster na CZ on phones nti eba ne sa no omo ko
You will be settled. You will pay. Whatever. Such a joint here. Who said the dear? While baby a bay. Now, few people in Ashanti region. The number of students here are 152 executions. One few. It's one abaya juma waye school nyoma waye nyoma course wo na wo na hansen enti wo ko fie no wo beka kire wo ma no ade ama say ni bia no be ye ansana indefinitely okay no dia honorable be ye ansana mo be try answer sir police from for gina wo ye dede wori na ho when you know,
they are not aware that he's a retired director. Let them know.
That's the MC of the land, president of the land. Yeah, man, Master Kakra. Master Kakra.
All right, so we'll take it one after the other so that we will follow no obetin common say the two videos are you know. First one MC when on media no air cast after incident no chirichiri said the name. That's the first video. The second video is the regional director of education or country school mofra say nneema no a omo asɛ no omo ayebe identify no omo no they will be searched into obviously say omo a me volunteer omo hu omo so omo yes ane dia ene school mofra ni nyina no will end up paying for nneema no asɛ no. And so that's the other one. Mr. Omame video no a MC you know any police officer no ne omo aka na ekọ baby a omo say headmaster no say okosi ade wo ho say den. If that video is ready we bet me e de no amaye na ye de no ho nkomo so we roll the other video.
And the sleeping room. As in order. Ma vandalize it be beer. And I say air hole. Oh, na me do kon. Hi. Washroom. Washroom.
Headmaster and
Okay, so this is the video headmaster no efie ni niema omo asɛ no ho no afia ne kofi I videos I would come back to the concerns raised by the deputy education minister and I think that ɛhɔ ɛna nkɔmɔ no ɛhɔ na nkɔmɔ no wɔ yes issues na we raise no ɛhɔ na me feel say nkɔmɔ no wɔ nti ye be pagya ɛwɔ but me pɛ sɛ yɛkɔ baabi a mmɔfra no ka sɛ akosie nipa wo ho ne ade no because there's a police officer the MC and other nkrofo a omukọ ho ehwe said the eho tibia no etie. So if that video is ready, if we can pick it up. Okay, so enonya ready, can we have the video MC address school nkola no MC, address school for more frano. If we can have that video.
I know there is in order, and it's in order. Say headmaster, it's easy on my phones, but a balance and move run them more say be and come on my phones and I'm so I'm a police at and Colano 6. Yeah, investigation. Say, my boy Monson in Central for Abaso, and son of my boy or Boise.
Mama, you're winning a girl. The quiz board, you understand? And so today they saw them, they have to find out. So in trying to find out, they realized that something was buried. They opened it.
It might be even the board.
You understand? That attracted them.
The boss when they came in.
You understand? So that's what happened. So this is the important place or the important spot that brought us here. Because they do not tension over that. What I say, to move away now, Omubufu, Yamudi, said Master who
what I'm thinking says, community live there. People live there, that is one true. Last 3 days or last 4 days, they found a baby boy at Abunke.
Yes.
Somebody went and threw a baby at Abunke. And so, me, from here, from the point of view, where I saw the wall, somebody can just come and
because behind the wall is a street.
It's a street.
How can you do something like that on the street? Are you getting me?
Yes.
So you need to come into the forest
to do it.
But because if somebody is pegging you, he gets you go ahead. We coming here. They will never come here to see any board. So they will quiz board. You understand? And so today they saw them. They have to find out. So in trying to find out, they realized that something was buried.
They open it. It might be even the board.
You understand that attracted them.
The boss so when they came in.
You understand? So that's what happened. So this is the important place or the important spot that brought us here. Because they do not tension what I say. To move away now, Omubufu, Yamudi, care. Said myself, who what
I'm thinking is that people live there. People live there. That is 1, 2. Last 3 days or last 4 days, they found a baby boy at Abunke.
Yes.
Somebody went and threw a baby at Abunke. And so me, from here, from the point of view where I saw the war, I had a call that they've attacked the headmaster of Old Tech Secondary School. So immediately I called the district commander to find out. Luckily for me, he was in the school already. And so far we've been able to curb the situation. The school is calm. Everywhere is calm. But we are planning together with the regional educational director, together with Obuasi educational director. At the moment we are doing a roll call. After the roll call, we will ask everybody to go home whilst we'll continue with the investigation.
Any of the students be arrested?
Yes, they were arrested, 6 of them, and they are in the police custody as we speak.
Has there been any destruction of properties?
Yes, they destroyed, I think, about 3 bungalows and 2 private cars belonging to...
Everybody is fine. Are you all well? Calm down. All go to the assembly hall.
So, if you are Kofi, there's a lot of speculation, allegations of near SC. And minim maybe archives picking a story from whether the Kofor can be because baby MC, any police officer and yet to say Papa ne dan you. More like a forest, as we heard them say. And a nearma omko humo. They didn't say so makoto abofrebia.
Headmaster.
Yes, see no form. Even if so, the MC suggests that baby a community no a bang. The likelihood that Obi within the community Enebia abeto bibisa atoho ewoho, and she was making reference that about 2 weeks ago, an incident of that nature had happened. The question is, Ibisa and Hone say, Sabia ya no monenami. And yet anywhere close to the dormitories and the classrooms. Into school for no. Almost omukoto headmaster and so yes, no more way. School for uncle anwa almost omako who say headmaster no yes sa forest the next school for uncle omo ye den wo ho
ekra omo keka nyina me say school compound ho a baby na omo say anajo omo edi
the company voice complain say omo abre
omo ye omo wura ntokro ni abon mu ide let us say
omo komo no eretwema so kakra
because this is the headmaster from the narratives ban or ye disciplinarian wanting to ensure say and the headmistress say the key almost say no headmaster and another person and almost into a court. How did they come to that realization? Almost school for no you who be or court.
So offer I think say me enra pay what me I think say enra come na wo ye sorry 745 no And I'm who story no. So quickly, because you want to say, you who story we no see you na or pay some microphone who nanka we interview on to observe say me obi who say there be. But me checks. By the time we hear me checks on here reissue no. Offer me checks am here or honum nem koma me ti free. Obuasi septek for no say. Around 3 a.m. any Thursday into Monday, I'm matching 3 a.m.
Monday.
Yes.
And a Thursday.
And a Thursday. Tuesday, I'm matching 3 a.m. And who say students no our dormitory. Who say headmaster no a share atade a polythene bag black ekrano. Our day poly bag na fa obo dormitory chi hono. Eto who no say there be the master ya na bi 3 day o meti 10 no agohwa de kra o into mu di master 90. Enti bibia na master nam no according to report na me nyae no o mu di master 90 no mo tete na no ko hu say bibia master na dru no wakoto a o tutu fom edi bibi ahye ho. Enti master tutu fom de ade kro no hye ho wie no ena omukọ baby corner master tutu no mko hu se akoda afoforo ani the full matua so ena yesie no wo ho no tiese ho no students na nka o manka hwe no mo ba no se die hu master se master yi die se ehu omo de no se
omo be kan kire wan
omo am hu nkomo no mu di omo hu nkomo okay se de omo hu yi die ehu no knowing say na senior house master ba ko no so wo ho enso hu the same scenario ankoda ni bi nso eni di nkomo enti ahomache 12 that was enra ahomache 12 ena nkoda no hu say sa senior house master no a ono so sa ahomache ono so hu ye no ene master no e di nkomo aya argument aya twema mentwe o but di aya twema mentwe senior master no bi say house master headmaster no say since na be hu okwan so that headmaster na deny say there be nyesa etomuka ekopimi na headmaster ndi tu mu say according to nkoda no headmaster ndi tu mu say no kre sa ahomache no or the bibi fe cho but enya akoda na okosie no ho na nkora ne hu say se master na dia tu mpe omu nkomu no mu no so tete no mu tin de ne chese master aye ene se nkomo no
sa nkomo yo mu di kire wo
over pe the report no o se me ma nkomo account
na me bisa de wo je story ni tu
over the beba enti
narrative no wa wie
enye se headmaster no bebo enye se headmaster no omukọ che no on the act say osi akoda no mbo no but omukọ bu no mmira na one senior house master no edi sa nkomo no ena nkoda na tete ye hu se master na
dia bisa first question am to aso story na omo e kan kire wo no wo gidi
of a since America say me story no
omo story ma wa kire ye mu awie wo story na
me no I complicated mommy
ugidi
as we speak a complicated mommy
ugidi
of a say complicated as a madwinibo no me gidi as a mindindi sana me
enye story no correct
because MC baby omoko ne dem one
story na enye correct and I will quickly explain to you why enye correct enkomo no mudi no enkola na 3 am omo sorry free dormitory no omdi na chi ko wura mu ho
so mudi na chi di
ena okosie wie ye no omo anya hu dede ena omo say di na chi ena ne bai
da bi o pedema stroke enti nkwara no ekotu ade no na omo hu say ye baby ena omo eja no ena omo ye din
omo bai no be ka kire omo mate no say de ye hu ni ena akire omo hu ade chi ye o ena omo so omo hu say senior house master no
ene
headmaster omo ya no
senior house master so
hamso
because the senior house master no ohun ya
beja ba
okay faka ho
beja ba ho hamso na hamna no mo hamso no according to report no enkoda na say senior house master no ehun say master no ni akoda bi akonyinsi akoda ni student akoda na fefuru akoda na wo it's over na make say akoda na wo like wa baby it's almost say sa akoda na eba no na master na kwa kusi
again
akoda na wo school mu ho
thank you so, again that cannot be correct
me no na make say se metie stories no because I know I'm metie stories different stories Nkomono
when students na catch one na say obi a
students. No, it cannot be complicated. Because here Ultimate complicated with tribu. Here lies the case. See it, Kofi. Akwalebia, wanyim wo school mu a. Ne ye chena. Obe Kofi.
Definitely.
Akwalebia, wanyim wo school mu ne ye chena. Obe Kofi. It is all ko one pa. Obe wo fie.
Say na headmaster kwaji baby.
Headmaster kwaji baby no way.
Say master there akoda na.
Again,
or akoda no.
Senior house master na master na ohun headmaster. You are thinking that so when headmaster no obe confront to headmaster. How would he do that?
A confront to na.
On confront to no. He wouldn't do that. Just say just omumie. Just omumie. Ntokwa wo omuntam. The teacher and the headmaster and ntokwa ni wo omuntam a on confront no. Ohunu a ana school for na kwaka kire no a obekọ no ha ko bisa nse emofra na ba me ho se omuhu ahomachi sei ama na kire mu a kire no ejikola no omko ekoto headmaster no ko hu sa body no omko report to kire senior house master na no man report ofi wu
Ofa say report say senior house master nso hu.
Yes, but ohun ya he would go through a process.
So hu. Ofa me issue na nkasa no.
Then kola no kola boni.
Omo
headmaster no may be doing what is right.
No ma pe kwan
bi. Na omo pe kwan bi. Atete no. Na ti yen na ye ko school ye nim ne ye wo school. But if you no encommon na deputy minister na di no. I think that this issue about social media.
Yeah.
Any ye mofra no a ye ja omoma omo ye de omo pe. Omo a eko school a wakopie school mu ni mu bi because say so oko school. Adisua eni na ni so. Omo the phones ne nema the indiscipline no. Any sa omo energy drinks ne concoctions na omo no. And no necessarily ehweka ho asem. Because the kind of damage omaye wo school mu ho. Mi hu how enkwala aye ma omo ntete. Pese MC no kodi nkomo. They are happy. They are jubilating. Say omo kofi.
Omo ye dey chance.
No, you name the background, but Ghana has secondary school ben. There was secondary schools a champon twam wo school animu a omkototo niema. Into secondary schools backgrounds there. Ye nyina ye nim. But how is it that mofra at secondary school BBS look at how they are happy. How when you say 35 some problem woman. Because you see akwala pa or secondary school our offer ebre to get you educated. You should even be worried. Especially say omo ani acheche for ka kire ye say school no omo nya ebre
enfantile
syllables. Why you say mon go tire bi mo ni ade mu kofi.
Omani aje.
Kromha, we need to be working on parenting.
So mo kofi.
If you have been in there,
almost something in Fakwem story
is wrong. Correct.
Fakwem. And Fakwem bako. If it's in rain, I'm say, now what to me on your video? Mobile headmaster there. I don't know your video to the effect some who step upon what was see baby or from. And think I no crown evidence, kasi mo person headmaster no, ebia or hamo. Enti yenyi na dim free school mu an kanu na ye evidence mo betimi dia kwakire mpanimfo se woni o ye di nteta ye kwato nungura mu hode na wo ye ni
enkwala o mu di nteta no don't be surprised that o mu phone
sa pepe
enkwala na o mu so o mu sorry ahoma 3 am no they should have a phone
because video na o mu headmaster no nye teacher bi na twai o mu ene twai enti se sa de a na mo ntimi evidence no mma some headmaster ekosie
o anya video
abodoma ya wo no
o mama ade achi
report ni say omo ko hu akọ me na because of her
omo
report me no e complicated mami but of her sa indiscipline the whole school me
mami announce phone lines no 020-633-4646 020-633-4747 yeah Kofi
of her senka student even po wako hu say wo master ene me bi enya but you sure zankra no discipline enough and come do mo sabeka headmaster no because of her yen kwache say yen home teacher ayere 17-year-old girl and office one neda akoda no na akoda na virgin our breaking na moji to akra na tata e won office
wa yere no
oh yes
na ne wo repi no
oh repu no e won office St. Joseph seminary me no ka say master no da so dem Alpha
St. Joseph
seminary
Mampong asante Mampong
okay mami ko Queen Valley ajamai
you know what to say
Yehowa ne yen hwefo ejidi sa wo ho ye
papa
mi entie wa no pe
me answer na meba ankora no de ne so no I have a special message for Zuba King Zuba Kumasi Hill
okay
Zuba ontie ni ne Ajuma Wayen Kumasi no me support him 100%. He is doing a good job. But ontie ni yemi e fair Ajuma no yen tinto sion to form ensamfa Zuba tieni yen tinto sion to form ensamfa you take a decision and reverse it. So you just say I'm and I Ghana and you a man because why you fee a man because why I fee. He Abraham Nigeria, how much federal capital? Nay, yeah, what time baby are. To deal with yet and community yet. It take a leader with a strong decision. So I think you're about to create. Now, when you say King Zuba, we containers in a free stadium, it will be a thing of the past. But only for this, me who say a new friend say, where your standard? What kind of standard is that? You call this as a standard? You're not gonna need quiet. What they will be I contain a movement standard, no? What they make King Zuba on here. Me man bag some miensa. Ana insia. Obahusa masa de nyama fofo bia samba. I was saying you will never because we problem. There's nothing like that. We won't see anything like that. Like this. So we try to get a standard day. King Zuba. Be very watchful. Media many are number 2 for Odi Ajuma, Media Jamai. Oh, yeah, Jumapa. But don't compromise. No compromise. The way on the top of the year. And now, I'm not granadian. Minia, where we are, I did. Yet, yet, Mokra. Oh, Cousin Grana or phones were more. I, when you are also become. What more phones? They have mobile phones on them. Now, grant us a teacher, headmaster here, do I now? Or more right is also Mobunana. Grant us all here, do I am. I put upon the self, now put upon the self, I did that. That good school to be I did that. You're quite the next time, but not to the time you're Kabuti Chani. Yes, I'm Muti Chani, you're more headmaster. I put upon the seven doors where Suku Sudono. For my am not trap. To the extent that a headmaster of a school Bono Mamoja Dan who say now Yasamun Kofia, Moniaje, Kasaya, Desamu Kofie. Blamamia Bo Papa Bo Casa, Cosco Cosia. That's one year the Samaya Basabasani as Monkofie, he had 2 Sukunumu. To be a Yake.
All right.
I connect me Rabban Chassi, I put the bonnet.
All right. Kwame Osu ya mwache.
Aba mejoso na wapo man.
Nyame one ye di ni ye.
Yo anape michia maestro any catchy any fache ahwefo team nyina. Na ofa Anope masem kakra maga misuma futuo no me de kwama maestro. Ye no na ye hwe fache no. Ye ti news bi wa bonti na se news no enya. Ye nim se fache fo na mo be man ye no kre no. Na ya ye de ye tie. Maestro oye journalist inti ye sire ni die mu ala. So the news bia balance obeka on for proof enye de enka ho.
Ade anope wa ye de.
Aha, na konfuasem a oka no. A o si Akufuado eba e no ni waikfo ekoye enhihye bi se yem freli nkwala bi ni pass nkwala bi no. Ofa enye no kre. Eba ne sa se bi maami bi o tie kre bi ase ase bi ono wan ko school da na so on ti bi ase na bi ane ba ko private school. Na bibi aya de bibi sa ato ne ba no. Onu so di timu kami be se ni timu se ampa eye de otiti bi so kan enti e chesa asam no ye den eye no kure uchi ubetini a kire wadwen se wo suspect se eye san hihye we aban ne de ba ye no e bia no ti na amasa anyema we abaso ba uni prove enka ma ye nti se ye kufu ado aban ne kokko ni waik which is waik no enye Ghana kwa exam so no mo ye den omo hweso ana ofa meboa waik omo ya Africa the way West Africa na ye examination so inti kwa mu na kufu ado en betimi awuram ni wo makoye Canada. Number 2 ebi di school for ya semi a ebe news anipa ne de ma on sabi as a training journalist master one kasa won tell am say we na anya no kure so enyi enso so po na wa betra radio so aye de aka inti yesle no se opeso ye politics so onyi ni wani so ye politics because of a wutu kwan ni nsem bi o no kwa obefa so be kana no wujina chi anya na obegun be no ka yeah that's it.
All right, yeah, that's it. I don't pay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, there. Yanko Buako. Nana Akumia. Nana Akumia.
Yes, sir.
I don't pay me a deal and I'm penning Casa.
Since I mean, when they say, Ghana education, over secondary level now, no man be plus, son. It's answer, CCR, you should be said, Cafe for bedding. Sa akra bit my day. E gina teacher ni ani. Na so akwa bibi the first national book school kura no be ma kra abodu se kra wuti mi nyede. Wuti mi nja. E no be hu SS ni young boy be ba na abodu se hu ha. Ti se sabi o reading. O mutimi mi hu ha. First ye go school no. O kwa be you three nyina sweat. Uti afew, uti nyafew. O be you ti sweat. You see ankura ne ba. Omitri mi no mabadu ye den ejejina so enti me hu le se duru mela e se Ghana Education Service eti metena se man kwa no mo cha sa bu omo ke se de go school no mo bu ye senior se bu ye na teachers for so ye de e bu ye no ti se ye mo akura e wo school mu enti me de mi susu se sa abro na se e de e sha se ye na de be kan twa to ne se won analysis na mo ye no e be de pa man na o she atade me kala no ase pink yellow say we dot yellow akunya no so ense mo kan no o kasa te se lawyer ni ba man ba ko ne kasa no enye me de what you say sa se fia e se we analysis won se mama no te akunya yellow ni so e de o yi ku ho that time mo ko adenti na mo anya the man record there come on to kwani say de mutimi ye de mo record ye e di kura mo ye kwa bone mo bi ahso mo so o ka say complicated the analysis no and the asem onya asem complicated madam ase
ase ano pay ayaba
hey let's say baba say ya jai abecha o ye be hu akokoro che space no sa che wealthy mood wa organize kayaba ka station up ofa ma membo abaso ate na adwa na mo ye ne edin tinsem ni bi ho na se ba na mo anya abutra ma ye na mo no mo ye se bi obola papa beba bone beba na mo afa ye sa ma mencha professor Joshua Labi na fe ma che de inka ma ona bo ya ofu isha malata bonsu na fe Richmond osei oba tampa essence wo bo ase na fe obo fo nso nse so ma mencha na wafa ye nkola ne de yam se nka no kore o ma sei ebinum mo na so on tini na wafa yakati didi nkwara ni tia wafa and here kwaya di nkola no be fa so na di abesa aboa na wo fa he ye hia di o wo se wo ko ka obi be ka se na wo ye politics wo fa enya MPP fo na ko ka se ye mu akola wo school no wo fa enya MPP fo na ko ka se ta akola ya so dinya ye su twintwi na so enya MPP time ena nkola ko twa exam to mu nyina pass ye wo fa enne ka ban na ba na so di nema bi aba be system hu se ya no for time no na nema bi ko to examination hu ana enkoye enne omukoye exam to se wo hu de siye wo fa enti ye education system no think na nkonfo yo mbetwam ATS ya enkoma say ne popo de amaye enya me won wata omo data am akola ti ko university na ni di kwa won timi nturo wo fa eye sanyema we nyina nti na Ghana for where to abati omo enempo I wasn't celebrating the heroes omukoye adwuma ma oman Ghana na omo hwiro omo nkwa na enne omo nam akra to omo ye demonstration hwe wo fa nipa omo demonstration ate me kan ye 39 endu 40 mpo na wo pathway papa wo fa me that why
men kai baby MPP ekoka say then but Monique da ban new side
Elsa my triano kuna
yeah Joso
yeah you found no achia professor Isla bi achia Saba and you back I have to be young and right my time me am opportunity back your mama ni para ya ga ya lutra ya de Ghana e be ja wo mu cash fine no le yo no je ni se ka na ya na se ya ya wo se ni ya ni ya ko so ya ma me ka na he so bakan kra wo ti sa boni ni yo yo ti ya kai wo ya ta to mo ka sa fa ka mi mu se ko sia bibi e free school be so ma be boka ti to cake for the central market, the Kamensa, the Bagati, the young go you are proud by a church open a city, open a say,
all right, Kafra, and the line no emunye. Young has bet me enyam yenubi aka ho anopeya. Samona. Hello, Sammy was so many.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sammy.
Bogode.
Nyamiadom.
Yabadanya kopase. Na ya da fache TV workers ase. Nyame ekamo. Ujuma pa mo yedi wa o my Ghana. Echi akase be command the base movement. Ye papa George Tiboso. Eye Ifaruba. Na ye papa Kennedy Ohine Ejepon. Obeye presidential candidate. 2028 obeji akonya pese no papa we say ye ka ne ho asema me tiri se mo so mo betime di ne ho andanse ema oman Ghana na oman Ghana ehun ne yi na ye ka politician omo Ghana sa papa we odasronko oye nipa bia ohun ne ho se oye politician da ohun ne ho se oye oman papa no na emma ye ebinumu ye so e friend no say obeji oman no because the need ye so nyakopon eni na ye can leadership media me problem e wo Ghana e ye leadership problem because say uko trust no mo a Christo kai or say if a blind man lead a blind man both to fall into a ditch. Eti ye leaders are more banning no. They don't even act as a leaders because we fear omuneye na omusu any mobile no. It look as if say they are even NDC NPP attack of war. Omuneye mwa omaino na omaine bre na omwanya omo edi akọ bebe bia ye atra na nonna nya infection ewo oman Ghana here fear ye ka ho asem discipline ye papa can say PhD ye ade a ye di bu oman na ye di rani oman na oman no benya ne tuma pa ye de efra ejuma sem aye problem ebiom uko education side no ye ka education wasem no ye bisa ye ho se nyakopon oboye no ye ni made si nyakopon ana ablofofo ni made si nyakopon se akwada onaso ode no ye fa aba na ye fa tete no bamra udi aba osabenku naso no na udi osanifa na ye de sa akwada.
All right, so yanko atwuma kofodia, right?
Hi.
Ye nin common free ho.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Patina mo yedi.
Nyame adom.
Pacho mana na ni so na o ka se ni ka e fa education no. Na education no se ama di ka private schools ka ta mi ka ma tan pa do se na kediti enya kwa do mo makopani. Oh, and she said, "Who you be? And so who say that bone? And more who they can lie or don't. Whom I never found, and was walk, and we never did dinner. How is catch an omodi? Who you catch an omodi? This is a family with the bar. Next day, which we are who said, "Now, and school should be now, it's not a bomb, school should be natural." Nothing if I want to see one more woman, the end year, some day at the whole year. It is so what you be. One thing you know what kind of studio or what you do. One of the Cassan is them. No one among treatment, a kind of you can have war be out of the beer or the more treatment no moving making a farm. In the Sren or Cassan was why for education, about one for 4 part of war more than that. Then yes, sir, could be quite by a bank school. And the Okobe, the when you're grabbing education about who you feel. Education that was
it. That's anopay. I had the man penny in common no ABC. Afia. So let's do the extension before we do the birthdays. Constitutional Review Committee, is it Parliament? Yeah, Gia Tumwa. Omu propose to see him far back on count. So instead of 4 years, it will be 5 years. The two Abama man penny so 5 years. Okay.
Enya bad. So enya bad. Nanka first year no transition ne niema wo mo befam, and if say after election no say petition be chwe be court na wo mo twe no mampani no okọ no oba ne ade. Enti first year no ye de ma won mo saa na wo de ye ntoto ye ba besi so a na mfie 9 no aye wo ho no wo de atoa amamuo no eso 5 years enya bad baby amemete de eyara.
I see. That is a parliamentary and so 5 years.
And almost account. Oh, na sanya woni aban na aba de anasa. Na mmom anka mfie num na chi no no ma wie.
And that is one second term.
David.
Hey.
No, we so abeso mu.
No, we so abeso.
Yeah, ko.
Anyway, yeah, almost say yeah, mom ko 6 years. Of course 6 years anu anu.
Nanka ni na to etwa. Na for frost.
Offer.
Obepene.
Offer 4 years or 5 years ni na but offer my main claim am you be answer na what was your birthday?
4 years then 5 years. 4 years then 5 years. That sound come.
Obabacho me claim me be ama. I have only for that say.
Oh my friend,
your friend
no nya adwen.
Before say ba ko ne be friend no offer. Obabacho the part 2 no. 1 month na han condemn free SHS. Say free SHS buy no. Ebegu anase ebesɛ nyeme bi ewo kroma da bi be si free SHS na eba no eye nhyehyɛ ya mpanifo bi kwatena ase anyway for tena ase bopo say at this time around let's promote public schools say make us answer 1 year of a musician the amano so promote public schools
say because actually you had mentioned the say a buy no ebegu private schools
that was SHS.
Yes, you mentioned that they buy a good private schools. And and you had made reference to the Akufo-Addo administration. Yeah. I'm sure say Hona or more
very good. And there again, indisciplinary course war SHS. Yena me sabe kan we ene obeka say And also my can we
no ho asem ne
offer
ye di kobo
in 2017
ye di kobo about
in 2017
Kofi when you decide that you justify you may have had other people who agreed who could not call
and indiscipline
don't worry about it no and they are part of the AE that obi ni ebe ya adwin dem also obi ni
ya stop it say students ye punish o school say discipline or corporal punishment ya stop it ye say nkran ye for mo pay mo it na akra social media okra phone oko social media even nkran put in the different
but Oma school no they are not permitted to use phones.
Mobile phones.
Omo use there there's no secondary school I permit to say nkwala use phone.
Nkwala na na bia wo mfa kwati kwanso de hye won.
There's no secondary school in this country.
That's the reason why. MC kasa no se nkwada ne bi say headmaster seize wo phones.
Yes.
Opportunity ne ba ye na ne omo wura ne dan no normal ransack ahwese.
Secondary school bia ni ho ya allow man nkwala ne de phone ekọ. Offer. Just omo wia omo ho e de kọ. And so usually they do a random check.
Yes.
Drum koya na afi omo phones e was system no
yes. That's what I'm saying say offer. And then nkoda no ye jo mo pedi amom. They are doing things na ka teacher ni wo ho no obetia omo. And then mo de sa nkomo ni nyina akwa akwa say teacher ni pese otia akoda onko permission from the headmaster. Headmaster even po pese otia akoda. Or they are babu no. Yes. So otia ni nyina ofa ya tia.
Zuzu yewu.
Over.
Zuzu yewu.
Otia na.
Say obetimi atene abofra no. Atia no a onfa ba nka no. But say koba say opese or they are babu no dia. Eno de as a headmaster who
ni nyina kwa kodira say. E say a church for no mu am schools no. Omu nyina yo madwen say enkoda no mo nka o masem. Teachers say wo school, private schools, both private schools and public schools. Say private schools have at least yana headmasters ne ma ema primers and teachers for no a discipline kra na kakra. But then public schools, teachers for na your madwen say they will never discipline nkoda no. Omo nka nkoda na asem.
No, they discipline them, but they would not do to an extent. Because yeah, the end na me catch you say jai. Matno. Me catch you say if you are there we. Yeah, matno.
Me say,
but so
my teachers for no. Any teachers for no. Esi the teachers for ni ndi nkomo. No mo nka problems o mo face e won koda nsa no.
That one
this time around, and yes, sir, and koda ni mum na e face problems e teachers for nsa no. Teachers for na e face problems e won koda nsa no. It is all because of indiscipline. Now when they share mokina. Every 2017 eba and as and Malaysia and I make come make say metiana me politics.
We have had indisciplined children. They mean for 2016.
Over the parliament say over the Ministry of Education say some ran omo question of parliament now omo kwa system.
So we've had a system.
So offer
there are problems with the system. So they are looking at it.
Sometimes you know say you didn't come on Hana say I'm going in favor with your party. Don't say Yetiana your politics. And that's a Betiana your politics. And I will tell you your politics. Of a saying come on yidi.
Anyway.
So we are not doing politics here.
Don't worry. We are doing politics. We are not being partisan.
Partisan politics. Yes.
One way do our Daniel no and China. Yeden nyame ase ema won. Kofi wo bi e wo ha odi na wo da no pe.
Anope no. Of the cobra na
okay.
Me nonsense.
Efia, and I'm in Cobra me back. All right. So we want to wish K, our son, and our brother, a year full of happiness and God's favor. We love you so much. Now, Kojo, K, our son, the son, no, I was wrong. Okay, so K. Wabusiani nyina ema wawoda pa yesre osu inshirani adom edema. We are also celebrating Nana Breduna. I hope I got it right. Akowua. Nana Akowua. Amasapoma nchisa yama wawoda pa. For you, is it the same person who is celebrating the 50th year? Oh, okay. So happy Golden Jubilee. Golden Jubilee, hey, nyame shira 50 years. Enti anopay, yama otirim kwa yesra osuru nshira ne adom edema. Happy birthday. Hey, Kojo.
Oh, confused.
Kojo, you are confusing me. Wait. So Mame Akowa Edina Oda. That's one. After the year called the old 50 years now so, which is Mrs. Mame Dokua. Mame Dokua and 50 years no. And so we want to wish her the best of the day. Our United States of America. He's a member of the Genuine Ladies Club. Mrs. Mame Dokua. Koju. Pictures now, man. There are two different pictures you are providing for us. Okay, so you let me do what I have here. And then mini post no. So Nana Akowa Edina Awoda, nti ye ma no awoda pa. Nana Akowa Debbie. Nana Akowa. The Oshe green. Kente green. No? That's right. So Nana Akowa. Nana Edina Awoda, nti anope ye ma no awoda pa. Then the other one that has 50 at the background is Mrs. Mame Dokua. That's right. Mrs. Mame Dokua, United States of America, and a member of the Genuine Ladies Club. And the 50th birthday. So happy birthday to you, madam. God bless you. Do we have another birthday? Maestro.
Over.
Yeah.
We say special happy birthday to Salamatu, a student of Holy Child College of Education in Takrade by Rapture, T-Bread, NSA, Yanreshe, Salamatu, happy birthday, or a student of Holy Child College of Education, Takrade Tadi. It's Rapture, SA Yanreshe, happy birthday.
Right, so happy birthday going out to you. If you obi ho and there will be any ho. Ti abusiafo amudi mu awoda nso ye da nyame ase. Omfa manam onsisi ye na omma musika. Sede be ya ahohiahia no ebefiri mu so na modada brabo no ebekoye. May the good Lord bless you. Mr. Kofi Kenyatta anyom no munyae. Hey, MC for the anyom. Kofi Kenyatta latest ya abeya. All cancer mpamune adie muni nyom. Kojo uside ti no ni girl no.
Awo berewe
ya no girl.
So what you go on fine.
What you want go. The latest song I all can about. Adwuma asem a ye adwuma na ya hwere ni nyina. Ani je wo mpamune ade.
When you catch you go.
Anyway, what am my nyom amwo why? Mo my nyom amwo de na ye ho mra. what we have to do, giving you the needed education. And in the end, so you bet me more at chair. And paying common you bako the extension by the Constitutional Review Committee for Presidential and Parliamentary. Then the issues about schools, the private schools have concerns, and their concerns are that they are being marked down, and it's affecting one new media, one aid, we'll tie in the Obuasi Sectec one. And now I'm doing Basu says Obuasi Sectec, I mix schools, you see.
So we've been in this school for long.
It has always been a boys' school.
No, boys' school.
I think I better mix my dream mass.
Oh, really?
And run at me who say, hey, and ma aqua when I still are.
So, Moon say, I didn't know.
I say a Katanga dear, just to help the system. But I think that the young radio have been relatively calm.
Yes.
Obuasi Sectec. Because the time I know we here.
But
anyway, Gordon, March. Let's say, is it what do you choose a goof for?
Halfway.
Halfway, oh. The baby, Obrano Bezo Budum Peppers will be now was. Sometimes you take yourself away from society just so you are able to. That's an Christo country. We see you do baby, I say, you free depending or the choir come to them pie, but Daffy,
no, assist you, no,
sir, not or the word PNT. The Quanswano. Ima,
over.
Let's say,
what the other room?
More chance or her and I say,
Namia Duma. Monday na yeshase.
I'm more chance or her. And the students are hot.
And once you do that time now, and you na back assistant no go see adio. We call events and classrooms no na have poma. Mama who say mrenadu. So one more about be chile sa, or be chile no nama. Baby do exams now on say no.
Yenwa ya suffer no. Do say you need discussion no pa. When they Omuchiri mwana ati ase a o kan kakra bi so that's all now was no.
This year they nika campus
they are busy
obi busy.
So yeah fan common from and Gordon, I'm sure that whilst you find yourself in a school environment and books near there are thrown into the argument that if private schools or eba say why when you so mark you think that there's a deliberate attempt. Saying are there conversations that you've probably is dropped and as a one so wedding komobiachi? What exactly is the situation?
And that's a record. My church chief ones.
Yeah, Joseph.
Now, the woman said that argument of private schools, say why mark your mod down san woman and then almost start agitating actually. Until you realize that frankly speaking, based on that argument, some key notable private schools. They see a student that's what I would say. A number of the mobile dance crisis you offer and microphone shedder. Students in shedder enrollment or shedder. But the question is it the truth say? And is it the fact say? Omokoye BEC and social why it mark your more down? Because that argument is coming from the fact that one, we the omokeka ewa bonten so why shedder and the mark your more down. Two, omo shedder and a tete omo grades no so. Just to pave way for government schools students to have access into the SHS during the placement. But me ways are no my way bruh. Men shada and omonya adwin peace and I men shada so nyin peace wayek in any way etimi nya akwanya se omoye selection of the private schools or separating them from the public schools and then marking them down and grading them at low. Menya sure sir. Medwendwene na meka se hefo na marke enkura ne nsohwe. Mostly teachers in various schools who are trained by WAEC year by year after writing BEC. Omodo omofa the marking scheme num what is expected of students to provide as answers every year. And such teachers or such people are called markers who now become WAEC's, employees for that period of time. And normal marking. WAEC emasa teachers ne marking we are those markers ne marking we are. What I know, and I say omoma vetters and penyinfo a omo no nim de no wo marking no mu ekwa animo no omo ya che ebi aye over 30 years. Omo befam enti say semina me marking school A science na nkra ne be 100 or so a sa penyin no ye vetter ne be ba befam ahwe scrutinize it. Ebet med abase me marking obi down and I me grade obi low. But necessary or upgrading it pan and other marks ni become home. Pesa penyin no where veteran. They do all these things. They do baby so markers ni bit me a mistake. Add on marks to candidates no, which shouldn't be the case. All such corrections are mostly done. But I also believe that because a human institution, there can be one or two errors a bit me see. But that is to the largest extent acceptable in the human society. It will only be unfortunate, say, for onto you as the candidate. It may mean who say WAEC in any case may not even have that edge or any room. So more market candidates down. What I feel and think is that private schools now, they embark mostly on one journey regarding knowledge acquisition, knowledge storage, and then impartation.
Okay. Mami, the executive director of Ghana National Council of Private Schools, Obemfo Nana Kwesi Jitua. Nana Yamuache?
Hello, madam.
Yehu Yahu Nache.
Audition, I'm
Yede nyame ase enna kakra ni mo ohawo ewo kwan a results no eba bonten nsunsanso obi a mo se enya wo mo so ne tofamu no eyeden hawo na mo
me nana ma mentia wonu wetie for na page na me gidi nse mo nyina mo ho eye ya ewo mo ni se ewo hwe ya momentia ate eko bi wona chi a ta tebika enye mo se beti ma yon bibia
se free ye hade a ye betu ho anamo ye nko
yo enu ti o hwe momentia duma bia woro a ekoso ewo Ghana ha nyina ye nim se Ghana no private school nso di mo opportunity ebe momentia ekwan awo na saying so high Maru Control 2026 DEC. Media Saudi Guns and years. And more I want to be someone any your more drama more than a empire. That is a patch and the workers and your mama how you need more. Omawo de no ma ho kenkan body course so ready mo na so ya no ya go wa ya mo na e de ebusa no be a sananso so no clear e ba na
yen so so a yen ni mo ni say why can sort out problem and you say what some of Frana here that so be na yen ni one you didn't say a child say you be put senior to maybe you see a coin.
I see. You miss us in the process, no. Mo wa kwenya say mo call for remarking ana.
You want to call for remarking. Never so say what do I need shepherd and secret one? Remarking, no, nipa na only remarking na no one grade the one. The one I want to call remarking na. Na apparently the one for the na what the only one sound can now go for water. Who's there about the the business can be and then you say Ministry of Education, you know, and setting up a review committee. Independent from the school fee. Now I'm independent from my now almost share the new and the several years after that after that
committee now mo pese ye setting it up no committee a waek for enka ho ana
independent audit committee now in almost the primary school the summer the teacher then also another baby I walk the amount why is always the amount now we must share in so many everything I feel by my other teachers.
I see. Now in that arrangement, you know, money ministry no engage you know, omwatemon komo no ase. Are they agreeing with their mokan?
Namila aduma ochina ana ende kata ade minister na nso yedi kan ko sikita minister atuna minister e kan no ade kata ni na o che be si do ni brother so parliamentary select committee on education so yedi e be sia na enu bi se bi o bi o ma ji video the parliament is one to the African people who be here. Also, Baba come
in the meantime, results now a buy, you know, more mam of Frano Ede apply for schools and now say, or more air train, Copim say, would you medina motion ye baby?
You know, you are the case of placement or a good placement in one time. Yayan Mofrano certificate, grade I want certificate. And I come
so, which category of private schools near Kanhuasem? Are there all private schools and now a number of students near Kanhuasemi?
Yeah, private schools are taking part of the BEC one and I.
Wow. And within a stipulated time, Ben Amor say, Sanya Mayina, Ombetimi every
Nigerian committee, you know, I'm one of the urgency in this matter. Parliament to go back and come back or not changing episode in the idea. Everybody needs to and want to start playing. And one of the young Yamo, and the city of the Nadia, a very pretty away.
Now,
yeah, a woman be
but whilst as Anya air Cosono, how is it impacting on private schools?
Our father, and now until one said, who's nigger brains, also now most of the in their bra, Sana Monturi air control. the original director, the district coordinator, the command, almost to make schools, any parents, Akata to bring out a story. I care, Tanyana, who are going to now into more a month or so, a brand. If you are here, and you can have that, I think it's through cry. I'm a problem. The family is very psychologically been affected. Some say, "Oh, what do you put to water? Say, be a whole repair. You recover be a woman. That is a baby. We are all set on time. Maybe about the war. I was about. And say, I can't win 200 of that. If it's near this kind of our practice, I will woman. Nti ekutu a yɛ no ɔmo kasa ɛbɛyɛ saa deɛ enya ɔmo emu dɛm yɛn kɔfa ɔba fi anyɛ dɛm.
Yɛbɛda ase anɔpɛ yi yɛbɛdi nkɔmɔ no akyi ɛbrɛ ɛsɛm yɛbɛsan akasa.
Nyankopɔn nhyira.
Omanadom nyɛ kɛse the executive director Ghana National Council of Private Schools Ɔbɛnfo Nana Kwesi Yetua. Gɔde. Maybe I be doing no.
Mpacho badase. Na me to us no, I think kai baby animal. Nam say social private schools, and a number of them, they tone the same line of omadishnya. Now kwa Joshua 2026 BEC na it was questions no were set in accordance with the new curriculum na a buy-in. Okay, some 5 years now or ago or so. Now, questions, the style of questions differed a bit from the normal way now in the mono. And so the crucial question, Minyayanka private school phone back, some consider and say, were they actually going by the new curriculum?
So almost the new curriculum. Yes. I think in the last 2-3 years, almost a year and so a curriculum no, and almost syllables, and a bit different from almost a year and 5 years or so ago.
Yes,
and they are abreast with what is supposed to happen.
I don't think I maybe saw more say. You can seem to be going through it, especially say Bianco for books among Mama Mofrana talk. No, so be anaka approved.
Some will say curriculum. It's more to do with critical thinking.
Absolutely. Yes. That is where I'm coming from. You may be teaching, but you may not be executing it well to enhance academic reasonability. Because the questions are such that the student would have to apply knowledge in getting a high score. But say one chere abofra no ana wo school no one fa santete na amofra na akwa normal way of grade A style of asking questions and answering. What is this? Define this. When going by the old past questions strictly, any idea? The child is not, or the candidate is not likely to exhibit knowledge in answering the questions well. I believe that it's not even only the private school, but all candidates and all schools for that matter. Say, almost during the mock because in the outside, no metesa argument on the part of private schools. No. So your money be brave, mock, grades, is it aggregate 6 or whatever. Your mock results necessarily must not reflect your results in the BEC.
I didn't think it needs to reflect.
Yes. Because maybe the style of, they said the American, certain questions for Momofran may not directly be in line with WAEC.
But then you will be operating on an assumption, say, at a for no use curriculum and syllabus no fancy or more.
They could.
Because their line of questioning, they would have an idea that I say a fast until their mock and preparations will be in that line.
I get it. Also, WAEC, minimum crown. This transcends into the SHS. Because of how WAEC as a almost style of questioning, including serialization and as if one a critical thinking way of certain questions. No? They called all the SHS to take them through samples of questions. As also to consider in preparing their candidates to have knowledge along such style of certain questions. Same was done for the JHS. So the question is, the person began say, so much chiradia, were they strictly going by that? So you may have the knowledge, but your style of presentation may not fetch you the marks. You may not be able to present it in a manner say a bit conforming to or with the marking scheme. In a manner say a bit wow. After private schools, no, say one key thing from time immemorial be permanent. A gusu di private schools ninyano. And ye brofo per se in kwanya di school. Some of friends in express or money at the adeno. That's acquire virtually enough. And they think out of that you can just roll up and then get there. So how students are made to acquire knowledge and then implement the knowledge, execute the knowledge during examinations. Because schools need to know take you through certain, therapeutic, psychotherapeutic means. And I foresee some of these errors on their reasoning. Yes, in the private schools. At the same time, it has now as a proprietor, some you say no, check this, check that. And I believe the private schools have that issue. There's one private school which was thriving seriously in Kumasi, almost even outskirts of the city. Close to 10 years now, it virtually collapsed. It didn't mean personable. They were lacking this thing. They were lacking it. And the once, twice, it be or more results, then parents also resorted not sending their words. I even wonder if this time class how much will be easy in Libya. Because I come here, so be a crowd in a band do form 2. Any other, no way you not registering them there. So the private school, in as much as say, or more blame it is an intelligent question you ask or more boss. In a manner, says, see, I will say results, nana, more sick, say, beer, being found. That same results in sooner from Monday, or maybe choose schools for their placement. So, more transfer or more, they don't choose schools. And as I say, one key thing is that they need to sit down, integrate their style of teaching, integrate their style of imputing skills, academic skills in normal manner to reflect the current way now why the certain questions. And this idea every year they may be complaining.
Ima, over. Asama abeni private schools no raise concerns.
Concerns no dey beba. By you be di nkomo send city na. On say ba no WAEC West African Examination Council. Body one enya Ghana hankwa na eden ewo other countries. And na track record ewo ho ni say WAEC no waye adwuma na eden ache. Nti enya fe na oba begogo ne niam mu na ayete say oh ade na oye no onim nia oye. Waye ade na ache nti onim nia oye. Uye no free ho no a Ebano WAEC send ye kan wasem na. O check it, I think say the Act 2 Act 719 2006 na regulate ni WAEC onye. Ene ne ni kwan so yeden. Oye. Nti eno de e wo hono pefe. Nti WAEC odi sa amra ne so. Se emra no obuso a obia wa kwanya se ode WAEC be court na ya twena so. Bio ukọ e friend saying the Act 778 2008 section 3 clause 2 nso a omaye hu say Ministry of Education ono ya oversight role over all FNs examination bodies under education. Enti say simple no in a way say WAEC so wanye ni bi ya ministry no together with ono technocrats no they can call WAEC into order. And by so doing, by extension, no, offer no a friend is saying private schools now. say if they think say the results that are coming are not good, they can also seek redress by going to the ministry for the ministry to also establish or form a committee, whether an independent committee or any other committee, to look into the issue. Nti yedoma say oma push it to that level. By yen ya no free on now the yemra education. Yen na no senia mebra pani e kan yen. Yen na say yen na ye trade and ya eno an eguso a edidi nkakra over yen nya adwuma e dey be 5 billion ba be share botom de eno ana e ye ho adwuma.
Lante no.
Enti ade ne say nipa 620,000, I think 234. And a quarter exams. Wayek or ne body a wohonum. But imagine wayek body nangasangasa no. Obet me ama kesa papers we nyina. Because I'm nipa 620,000 234 no. Ba ku bi at least or 9 subjects. Enyasa. Enti wo the 9 air times even 6 krana saying 5.4 million papers. In this 5.4 million papers no. Why yet body na what Ghana hanum say kakra no. Ombet me ama keep papers ni na. Time and time say there are teachers, qualified teachers they've been trained as examiners, as markers. Every period biya no sankrofo no neko market. If it is in trade, ebesine. Sa na aya abesine. Enti point ne say sankrofo no amu market no. Menye sure so magwo am stance mu. Ana so my madwen say omo de CCA de omo market etia private schools. Sankrofo no we call retirement and as we free mu no na foforo ye den dem. Enti unless say ombeka say sankrofo are now compromised against the private schools. And I believe say bano say yenko private schools ni na uko cheke uko yes sampling out of omo market na dodo na omo ma private schools. And I don't believe say those people will want to guard against the private schools. Ye no free honum. Obano marking no I'm sure say mbra penny wa marki bida. Once I teacher ni from that level basic up to this level no. Ye nyina ya marki like ya nyasa experience ne da. Ba ko marki wi a ensi honum a. Nia oye wu supervisor no within that small zone. Sa nipa ko ne check you or no so yes an ko check you. There are series of checks. And sana ye results nangasa there will be a discussion and approval. Na bio se memeje school we na mekwa ko market a yen kan kire me se sa school we friends sa papers we amekwa market school we dia ana school B ana school C. Enti ni awokwa ko market unim school ku o dia ane se wo ye den o market u wi a wa submit ni aye checks amount. Enti as to say school no private school say government school wa marking unim. That we have to establish that. Enti after that number of series in no, then they will go and sit. First not there was a standard. Unya 8 year, air 1, unya 75 to 79 2. Enti baby si 9. Enti so kwabrane anyele no ho na se unya 54. Unya 54 it is any ane maame a when school dem da. Na me na do no obi so ne nsa na otwere ni index number. Obebo 9 9 no kan ensia ne boma 54. Nti omo a ya amunya 54 no yes remo a aya na mo nyama yi kakra. But we can no afri hono. So omo kono omo kotena se ya sesi ade no ne akoye ne se impo no so omo ko check the general performance of the student. Se yemfa ne se omo check the whole Ghana nipa highest score maybe a 70 they can say 1 obi obenya be a 70 up to maybe a 65 na be 1 those things are there say ankoye ne sa na say be a general performance ebi mu na 99 dodo na 99 98 97 ya there na say be at least grade 70 a men koye say unya 70 a wo be kope 3 and 4
and it now
say a general performance and those things are there na niame hu ne say oba private school as compared to government school now labor turnout very high but nienti ano omo ye a friend saying they were getting the results and say at first no exams that we were conducting were actually based on rote learning root learning, I just said, what is this? I said, na like we recall it. Memorization. Omo recalling 10. And say, young fan say, you ready? Na for be shemwa. That same thing na nipa kono etre like okankola hane so. What is this? An opa 7 times 5. Sa niema no e private school. Na enunti na past questions. Actually mock. Into betre mock ne sa past questions na eba. Into ube ko BC is na past questions na akwa no answer recall is na ochre. These were the things that private schools no omoye. Into based on no and I'm say turnout almost what say because of their system sikan shade no they want cheap labor. Akola we VSS no nya certificate kura 2 months akudina classroom or chade. But the system, the template was there, say, Makola no repeat ade na oye na for a very long time. Ebeka akwa to okono ko hu a obetumi a recall no atwere. But this time around, wayek onyenesa is your ability to understand the concept and now apply that concept no.
The applied knowledge in the problem never.
And only before your problem be no Hanuma. And see, I quite remember some of my put Chrome DHHS. Things me director, they be a them so the example. There was one namtre science. One question by that year no, me student nunya one perform kronya 2. But I'm say private schools na never around me now. Science no. You know ya the class on your 3 because I'm say practical na buy na run and as a run bounce by intuitively no ni actual me say a cell the animal cell na say oni cell wall na say oba be be cell membrane ni mitochondria and lysosome ni e can but at that point no na types of soil.
So
I'm saying again. Na types of them soil. Inti enam say private no ono amane hu say eba ne say ya ye say inti no.
No reasoning.
Omo wankasa omo deviate questions no. Inti eba ye no make government school no least grade was 2 or science. Say yenye de practical. A class is here and say what is a scalar, what is a vector quantity, a scalar quantity, obey define actually say. But see a kind of my practical example of the difference between a scalar quantity and a vector quantity. Won't mean so. But me trewa me mwajina baby for no catch say move 2 steps. Move 2 steps no. Ubebi zam say me move it 2 steps enko hen. That means you have a distance but no direction. That is a scalar. But me can't just say move 2 steps forward. My mouth direction say then that becomes a vector quantity. And see, the same me say no. Say because of that experience and those things, I'll be able to actually help you to appreciate a meanings. But akola no emfa ne se we secondary school na wa mana kwacha de no oba obetwere what is a vector quantity what is friend is a scalar quantity. No what define ovia no am atwere me several times. No bisa no your mentor, no you say. At the end of the day, akwala no unya bisa no. What is a scalar quantity? Papa. What is a but say why nim bisa ne say a situation where a person is asked to move 2 steps forward can be termed as akwala no betna what ohu ade no. Into the style of questioning and almost style sesiano I mean send your system no template no disua ade no is now not in alignment with that of a friend saying. What's a friend saying? Wayek.
But they have the syllables, they have
no, you may have the syllabus, and you're making syllabus magnitude need a friend vector name scale and in free.
So you are raising questions about the competencies of Omo Echradian.
I mean those
and your appreciation
because
of
the government schools train teachers. And nothing first no, one said those are the private schools no, they perform. But when it gets to the secondary school, now say government will be in your be 18 year the number 2 be 6 for one. As no be do form 3 na 18 no na it first. Because on what builded the understanding that into do secondary school na see an pressure na ye the mom education de na ye pair. Ono na adwen no go fast. The thinking no
the concerns na if private schools or on a you don't also buy it.
No. Same thing I make us say, ade no history no trajectory no da. Why be for a very long time and only underlining one. 2. Omo mark no. If it is in trade no system no and also wo no ma omo an omo guso omo mark. Another 3 ne say sa omo mark no oko check ya dodo no ma private schools. So there is no way they are going to do. Then 4 in terms of a friend is saying even experience teaching and also no go against the private school. We no free on one. Even labor turnout, government schools, I just say or transfer. By honour, ye obi adi no obi ade no na we fufuro ba. Enti no akora ngasa no oni ebia consistent teacher
training skills
or identify way because omunim say enye den a de no de enya du ono ma with the root learning no enkoso sa then the child will pass. And on said the private schools no technically they were established to do business, and to do business they see the students no as their clients, and so person maintaining friends or client na performance no na say ode chire nti always be and they are looking forward say they will get very very good grades na no na be attracting for. But because of some new paradigm shift no omo who say omo nche dey ntwa gidigidi nti ama awofo no they are now rethinking bebre no eyi omoma nti proprietors no sika na no munya no sisi an eba form and nothing no mo complain bebrebe no. That is the main reason. On say my boss car say friends unim school bia na esu but 10 years down the lane no as virtually egu. It's because the performance are not forthcoming. And these are the reasons, the main cogent reasons are was say tackle their style of teaching, their labor turnout system na then they should be able to get people consistently coaching their students as to how best to understand concepts na than to memorize the concept, to memorize definitions, to memorize drawings, to memorize naming of a friend is saying those diagrams. No, that is not going to help.
Right. Abushafo, ye di nkomo fidua mu we following a private schools no e wo concerns anu nti na me pa nuanom a wo mo nso eye akyerɛkyerɛfo omo akyerade from the basic up to the university level. Now omo ebeboa yen in this discussion and kakra omo ene yen akyɛ no yentimi nka say ya convince but omo akyerɛ mu said the omo hu ne say e de o how no eba da ne da wo de ka ho ne sa wo nso do voice note, or text message, any WhatsApp message, and our other platforms, no, so the beba, kind if you say, you say, I drink. You quite anyone no payer, and then may first me as I'm our quenyam watch drink on Como. The committee, your far won't say one share. Say, you beat me a sacre where your constitution, and Yama Horo, and one day above bonting. Ima, dear. And opeye di hun komo ye the extension of presidential and parliamentary duration no yenim say 4 years but based on reports na babontin they are asking for a year in addition this year gia tumu dia them presidential ye to aba ema candidate no obeye mampani a obedi mampani no for 5 years and sana if there is an opportunity of a second term obenya enonso for 5 years. We are used to 8 years if we give the person a second mandate. Parliamentarians, so and also sir, they are extending it to 5 years. Your view on that matter?
Ayo, offer me that say. She said the tear free a friend saying schools no about younger sampen before no. Ene nkolani na ya setena mu. Amanyosem. Ne di kan send ya kan. I think say term of office no you know article 66 no I think section 1 or say a person elected as president shall hold office for a term of 4 years beginning from the date on which he is sworn in as president. And 2 no who say a person shall not be elected to hold office as president of Ghana for more than 2 terms. Nti yamamra no amamra kese no ene kyerem pefe se omampani bia ebeyiwu no yenya asoa wo ina wadi achaye mfie 9 na se udi mfie 9 no a eno nso no betumi adi mfie 9 no mienu untumi enni mfie 9 mienu ahodo mienu entra nti eno ewa amamra ni na awon se amamra no eye ade a yankasangasa no yetena ase a yehu se ebeboa na etumi ama ya boye bra eyie eno nti no se yetena ase as nipa na yehu ne se baby wo hono as baby adui de sa we emwa yen a yetumi yeden eyi free hono ebi ne yese se okaseti amampani a first no na watomra basisi ye yefrum nanso sesi a okaseti a ohimpon a eno de ewo mra no se watomra enti ya me ma sa example no ekre se ye ankasangasa no as oman no ye hwe ya mamra no na se baabi ye hwe na se emwayen a yetumi yifri o baabi nso eboayen a yetumi ede ebeka ho on se LI 2462 ana ema akwanyama ukọ fence reserve forest ekoye mining edumre bi no ye hu se enya ade a ebeboa oman no nti ntempa no eye den eyifri ho no nti ekire pefe se yen yankasangase amamra ne de ye de boye ho ban ekwanya ye hwa a ebeboa yin na eno mu na omhu se amamra no ye obabi wo honom a saa babi a wo no ye hu ne se yen kohwehwemu na ye se bedi akon ne yeden edi akon anim nti got to a point that omhu say no we should get some people experts to go and sit and review the constitution nti is kwasi prempe prof na on the committee ekotena ase na omo baaye no emu bi ne say presidential term no yemfa nko emfie nu ade a omo de abetudwa me nsusu ye wo ho ne sen medikan abobo nkro a ebinom practice 5 years ana omo nso a omo use 4 years no me firi honom a na mabehwe say ye ko 5 years say ye ko 4 years no nsunsu anso a ewo mu nti wo check ya man bia ewo wiase mu a 5 years no omo ye bia be ba ya Kivet ha omo ye bi wa ha moko Chada omo ye bi wo Comoros Cote d'Ivoire ya na nsen yoma ya 5 years obeko DR Congo Republic of Congo Djibouti Guinea Bissau Kenya Madagascar Mauritania Mauritius ne Mozambique Namibia Rwanda omo nyina omo ye sa ni bi notable ones ebia Tunisia Uganda Zambia Zimbabwe uko Europe France Holland Portugal Cyprus Asia de ubekwa India India de no 5 years na ye ni say bia beko 2 times and 3 times and there as and when na ye betumi ato atia no na wako Indonesia China so de no so 5 years renewable 5 years na American so de ukwa American continent na ubehu Peru ubehu Uruguay ubehu Panama ne Paraguay Salvador omunyina practice 5 years no na waba a friend is saying other countries are omo practice 4 years oba ubehu Ghana ubehu US ubehu Brazil ubehu Chile ubehu Costa Rica Colombia Honduras ene Ecuador omo nyina so practice 4 years no na sani America no kire se we 4 years se we 5 years we kire se ye wa manya etumpon a omo use 4 years you are minds were tumpon a omo use 5 years because of France or your manya were tumpon e will be BM but use 5 years or by US or use 4 years or tumpon e will be BM that said and done it kire so for 4 years so for 5 years no eno de ensheda eno no ensheda anye so much friend is saying important name no ade one these are the bases the person me discuss 4 years ne 5 years so check accountability in 4 years no uko what do be chiro man say ade amaye ni enti no munyina so na se mun renew me mandate say manya na meko 5 years in terms of period no emuwa so kwabrane ediwu nya oyiro hu din more na 4 years yi kura no corruption si na that's na se si accountability 5 years ehonom ne de asem sebe nti say pe accountability in tentem na yetumi ahwe renew amount for mandate say ade na omo ye no ade papa nti yento omo so 4 years no maye say yempe accountability in tem na say yehu ne say wo de ye na edum pempenso bi after 5 years no ni ahwa amawa na say ade ne be say bebre eno so etoje uye no free honom me hwe policy continuity to say in terms of infrastructure building roads ni ade na so mo be 4 years enche ubonze na yeden edu ebia na when renew say ni pakon mandate biem nanso say ni pakon no nanka o man say 5 years na ko tumi de yeden ewie ba enam say one man say years ni ntino na onu free honom no ni obeba no na wantumi anya den anto aso eno nso no a negative on the aspect of 4 years uwia mo abecheke political stability se umano a friend is saying 4 years first second year third year election of a friend internal election fourth year na politicking any politics nangasa abiwuram nti government no onya time implementing the policies ni na ye by so doing no na nia e set mamufo yensa ka no yensa entumi nka nyina because rural zone of politics. I also want to protect power now the idea or the man. But I say, oh man, 5 years and so oh man, more leverage. At least obey me implementing a policy for 3 years. And sana maybe a 4 years, or my intena na 5 years and so no, or my then, or my to me acquire the major election. And see on that score so Timemu 4, a tier 4, and I have 4. You know, a semper. Now what be check a democratic rotation. Man democratic rotation. So me can say democratic rotation. Me check how you to me a remove for in power. Se nipa ko ne dictator in quote democratic dictator. Na say woman 5 years ukomu nyina bebu. But still na no that sort so. Unless a person will impeach no. Impeachment and so the processes no endorse. And on that score and looking at the global practice no. Say oh check global practice. I think that the template no will be US and Amewa. US. And say oh check the global template based on US standard there. Nature say to me say 4 years no. But many yini na makani nyina ehwie no. Na me ba bisa. Ghana, is it about 4 years or 5 years into na yen developing?
So that's a question that we would need to answer this morning.
I mean, that is the most critical aspect of it. Because senipa kono man 4 years, ade no obeya, obetumi aye. So man 5 years, opa man 10 years. Mimi hu ne say it was say yenya national policy that will guide the entire period no. Until your government na say oba be wura if you want to be a government to govern the country, then you now bring your ideas as to how best you are going to make the country get there. The possible way I will say yes by 10 years I will say Ghana yakwan you say 78,000 kilometers. You see 20,060 20,160 and ya pay ya di quota eguso. By 10 years, if you are a person, you have 50,000 of our roads paved. Governments are oba abemuno. A quite ben so practical way ben na obeto more mine say what the 2 minimum ya makes me a dream.
But Ima, would you go for the 5 years and the existing regulation na ebeyama?
Maybe me who say 5 years, 4 years. Our rules are the fundamentals are yet to meet take. Say you to meet take yen fundamentals ni ya. That's 12 months no. Aye de beka eye near wo ho deda no. May not be a problem.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, me that's it. Marcasa. To start with now, I personally disagree with the 5 years. Personally. Based on certain reasonings in respect of how we behave as a people. I'm not even comparing ourselves to no, but as Ghanaians. You see, 4-year cycle now, mostly, I am almost every president and his government 8 years. That is, you renew.
More like a convention.
Absolutely. No. I believe one key thing that what we lack as a people, Ghana, for the lucky and developing, is not about the tenure, not about the years. It is about how we fail to strengthen our institutions. It's not about adding on to the term of office, but it is about our own parochial interests as against the interests of national development. I am sure yede aha shemen say. Menhwe hunu se fache TV by the time I contracted me or I enter into a contract of 2 years, 3 years. This and that as part of the priorities of the association or of the team. you achieve it. Institutions are not strengthened. And you strengthen your institution. See, we are making sure that what is being provided in the Constitution and our various acts in relation to particular fields are well implemented. There is no need to add 1 year to the 4
what we
years.
have.
And let me tell you that Obia or the reasoning mindset of national development or can do anything that person wants to do based on constitutional provisions within 4 years. I believe so, because the look at the argument when the AG, the Attorney General, was says that we considered maybe increasing, pushing it from 4 years to 5 years because transition takes a whole lot of time, whatever. Why can't we decide as a people that transition should not extend beyond 2 months, 3 months? We can do that. Because a president may campaign over several months into about a year. I should be reasonable enough to have my team on paper. I should have that.
Yes.
And then Obianzo campaign on because you have that edge and that belief. So tomorrow you should be able to declare some of your ministers, some of your appointees. You na obedwene se na minim se ma we ni nti no afi na akwotna dem na akwotwe se mekura na mini ma na panel member men consider na you have failed on the first notes. So I have that fervent belief that let us rethink and reshape our system by way of cutting down that lengthy means of transitioning. So the 1 year wouldn't be a waste. The first year wouldn't be a waste. Again, Obia Teswa, last year, the final year, adding on to the 4 years, that has been the argument. And they drew her in a campaign. Let us also, as a people, reason that we should have a duration for campaigning. You cannot just get up and be doing campaigns anyhow. Okay, you know something? In my constituency is a Ashnafo North, Goso area there. That's my constituency. My chastise Obi on one key platform of ours. So no, I disagree to that. You can MP, you have to about my young MPB, less than 2 years. What started and yet sanity. That's because you have the interest, you also come, present yourself to be voted for. So make sure a bit of lengthy article. Namikajan say, start describing to the people what is in you and what you have and what you can do better when you are voted for during the next elections. But to say I think that politics should not be today.
You are not for 5 years?
Not at all. The 5 years is too much for us. They said, and I'll be between 4 years now. Say, yeah. Sometimes I bomb players and better and I drama the Chichenano. 1 year. So you can have edge to vote for, to vote against the person or to remove him from office. Now, having that edge to strengthen our institutions, then we should look at that critical connection, that thin line. I am the fire course on AD as a people, where the executive is being merged with parliament in terms of ministerial appointment. I think society we Ghana when I go through referendum instead of choosing 5 years over 4 years. They consider say you are. If you are a parliamentarian, you should not become a minister.
So the separation of powers, it
should be strict over here.
Now buying some pound
in the private school for issue, it should be solely if it reaches parliament, then that is your job to assess it as representatives of the people in line with the issue no. So that if it has also got to do with the Ministry of Education, then the minister and his team are there.
Right. Anope yeguso ayedi nkomo edi auto car rentals adaroma ene yede wo fen ebro so abedu asantemantemu wo kumase ubehia car edi udwuma edi auto car rentals say bra ya so ye bema o car ni bi na yede wanante ba bibia wo ko yie na obaye wedding na obaye afahye bi na obaye all students meeting a baso na ede wo abedu kumase business meeting bi na ede obaye Edi auto car rentals so wabema car no the one and chauffeur driven vehicle comprehensively insured the comfort of their vehicles A1 what the ane say get to the airport give us a call na yeben airport runabout children's home DVL aso yewa yebeba ne abefa the one and uwie na o konso a yede wo akosi airport na ukodu ba bia ukoya onso adi adanse ese ubedu asantemantamu kumase a ye wo company a wobesom kwan soronko so company no ye AD Auto Car Rentals ene woni nkomo na weekendi wo momra emesom kwan soronko so me kai o se memende di animu Center for National Culture and our Cultural Center eho na Fache Corporate Aerobics no ebaso Fache Corporate Aerobics no ebaso nti yebeba na yabetinitini yampum yeto nsafro bibia bra. Let's exercise and let's also connect. Business connectivity no ehia yempa. We are going there to build relationship. Nti memenda no papa yenhia wo Cultural Center omo longs no so na afi yentinitini yampum yeni nkomo esesi yedidi a yebedidi esesi yenom nso a yebenom na afi ya connect on the business angle. Na me no mieru nyina no yemfiri ho no ne yenya bibi foforo e de aka ne ye wo ho Fache Corporate Aerobics. I'm inviting you and I'm expecting that you would join us e wo ho de edi dwumadie no so abrel. If you want to support the activity, the numbers are on the screen. Fraying na afi yeni nkomo no emfiri ho. If it's abre ko onso wakwanya se ofrey anope na nkomo a yedi ni fidua yi mu no wo kira adwen e wo ho 020 6334646 020 6334747 oba na ye no edi nkomo. Whilst we do this enema mienu quickly we can touch on it, the demonstration that the MPP is having and 1 year the terrible helicopter accident by meaning which of them. I'm sure we have a minute or two to have that one whilst we wait for the calls. Gordon.
Regarding the MPP demonstration today, well, minya or more reason for that demonstration as a Ghanaian.
Okay, so my name Nana Kwating in Inkom. Nana Yamuache. Hello, Nana. Hello. Nana.
Hello, Mira.
Yentio.
Me mama Juma.
Ejuma Damoase.
I common on the editor. And upon the enemy, the me Mujidi the Crani and Jay a crowd moon.
Yanko.
My banker can as a man and mamma can be a down more for to chew.
Yanko.
And then, of course, so much you need the enemy say. Any panel draws. And I am called Anoa Edros, Noah Nura. We are Coachica Crow, Sabi, someone now here at the Bupa, now for secondary school name Adiano. Sabi, and we start them from Marfo, Mamichia, Ura. Sabi, what Tiawa now hope to get it. And next, the Umsa, Sabi, Tia by Nuna, I come for you and say, Sabi, so bet you Kata, what do you say, meaning a warm anama. And then Kolana, but minimum. And I matter minima edema woman said yes, and we are umqua and Tinaka edema woman. Also, game basa. A pretty one with you Christian hope, but we could do school not the work about bad company. Now, Sabia could say, Sabio, Umuadian Saladia crack or head a headmaster. Now, Sabi, who crack, who dare you check? How come to be got to any one? And yeah, I let now let security now we see a headmaster. We are here with it. And yeah,
SHS no crowd there, and then what was one body no crowd that coming for the German side university for the some crowd that come here penny for, and the BB was so many young, and she won't be that be the action. And then, yeah, sir, and then Unu be out, senior high crowd certificate no crowd, you find yet, and you may be a CCC and idea. Now, and when I used to have bonus, I made many regional education director near Agri. The young family. Kokola ne mo me ba ho anka nya me dadie bi ana me bank we bi nanso no be sake deterrent bi de akyerɛ nipa no ɛwɔ nyina no bi anso nkasa nkyerɛ ne ba miwra me da mo se me bi
yenso ye da se anɔpɛ ma me nkɔ takrade Kojo krom na me ne Abraham nkum eni nkɔmɔ ma akye o
yega omambeni
yenti o
about discuss now when we are an paper when you extension for 4 years and for 5 years. About now, Senate people now when what I said we discuss no more at the I didn't know. Mama business come up. Ghana memo said with say our people give my payna. Upia ba me say again be an akuma because even though you have to do one sana now pandit in the church sana Lawrence when just 16 years as 18 years. We're doing really with the baby. I can still what's an hour there? Why not? For only 8 years, still, your problem. I late at a mess name, President Mohammed over the CC, and once who try how many years, 10 or more. I go for 28 years. I hope I don't question. Send on with dinner time, get a memo. Even this. Current president ya mama wa yasha sisi ya gana ni be panos na kuma kenye wa gana mem why pa na so botu we pega no sede sisi ya na kuma penye ma nen wa kise o ma pe no wo so ntwa 5 years nti sene mo pe fo kan wo mo 10 years sa no me because obi di 8 years obi di 16 years obi di 6 years obi di 4 years wa yasha nti da mo 5 years on va yanko bebia me da wase
ya da se anɔpɛ Kentampo South, a Hona Richard, or Richard Yamache.
I guess all for you.
I know pay me into you.
I'm going to pay the more person, my family.
Yeah, Damos.
And then I'm not paying any Nipa Mirna. Only on man or Papa Sia, and one or two only within common. If I forget some of these people are the people are needy right now as their needs are on being educated here. We far away from partisan politics. We heard the almost Katana. You can see, say, the almost they are devoid of politics, partisan political talks. And Sana, mean that's a nice to any English. My time I know what sports department, no man no problem. And then you are with Katana, I played 2 a year, my city. And someone know Katana, after no crack, no ground. After I took a day, so the JD you say, of course. If you so, yeah, now is a Russian, then for ya or 2 weeks ago, Miss Cassiano. Now, Abuana Magana for your question and immediately, no Caddy, no. Only a minute.
Yate, Yadasi, Anope, Yakoya Nimna, Yakoswa, Edin Como, a bra, Yabetrim Wadrians, so say, or yet Trebi, Air Koswa, and also a home commono, Yadinina, a bebremo, na Ebodubi, no. Asiano ebano na ehun komo no nso na mu na o kan bibi
It's not MPP as a political party demonstration men said that no money address.
Okay.
Yeah. Said that no money address.
Ima
over me before I will touch that area I still want to go back to Nyana Yen and say there are critical issues. I was here doing one. I was said your pepanya you best separate Ministry of Justice, every Attorney General. And no a very critical. I was said you share na ye 2. Even the new law, tribunal law, say Chief Justice ever appointed district directors. Now President appointed regional directors. I mean, you separation of law no another one here. Say yes, she said there is a distinct, separation, absolute separation from the judiciary, the executive, and the legislature. anyesa sa friend saying checks and balance no entumi nya adwuma da entumi nya adwuma ene entumi nya adwuma echina entumi nya adwuma echina chi and the will power na ye de ma ye Ghana ye de ne executive executive president no I was say you try as much as possible to limit anyesa I mean senior ye hunu no president be appointing for at any point in time and yes near constitution kra emman ho kwan no he or she will still find a way of influencing that area and no echi no say ban of 4 years 5 years now say minim lawyers ne law student be me hu say this one is an entrenched one and yes sir until before I will be to me as a son you have to go for
referendum on
until referendum ne there me eno nti na me to me nka say yenye we an yenye we edu hono a mamufo na ngasa be kire say ye pay 4 years na say pay
5 years no
that notwithstanding ubano friend is saying the issues here what be two ya one MPP almost call demonstration and yes sir so demonstration there constitution is allowed
why not
and you are a friend saying you are permitted to do that. Two, ebia ono as a political party if I'm speaking from ono ne angle e kire say opeso energizing the base no ananya sa or energizing the base no say na be ya oberally ne members ati ada nyina so mba be kan ho enti no oye na ade a I think say in there once our constitution man ho kwan otumi ye as to how
okay
or as to how a benya impact no to transcend beyond the political party to other citizens no I know they told you no but after we no ne be hu press no ne be free aba no ne be hu say oh ne anom person mo ye no e we nti but stance now almost say ye buom komo say that yes sir
obviously democracy is under attack
people are not allowed to speak.
Picture of the day na yen hwe say you bit me identify mfonyin no okay you know the person oh okay he's a reverend minister
okay
Reverend Dr. Christy Do Tete.
Oh, okay.
I've heard the name.
I've heard the name, but
oh, okay. Solid rock.
Yeah, in time kwa sorry.
Also one time kwa sorry.
You kwa sorry pa.
So, Reverend Dr. Christy Do Tete, Solid Rock International Chapel. Ono na no pay or personality I didn't infonia to us for bit me identify and indeed people did well and were able to identify.
So yes,
I want for any abre. Go for follow trends, no. And it said the name no echo. I no pay. Ya do be biase. Said the die and ya transia. Ya the abebu no ebro na afi the ubon krata said the ensa canon. The trending stories are a woman no. Ya ni mu nyina eche ya mamu akwanya. Mamu nso mo chira adwen. Ene any afi. The helicopter crash no ebaye ema yehwere adehye
ya dofin kan bi papa unze yentumi kan because the reason tia ema sa de na sie no still na no e wo ho ya na o kan kan ye
there will be a service I think in honoring them and also the lessons I want to say there yima e kan yima or Houston
Mami nchia madam fubia oti papa na ochra de o enyina hinis ni ha sisi abakumase
I see
mechia no pa oti
Gode yedase I'm sure that within the short time amubenyam ubenyam na wabe join here
absolutely
and so MCR yeda obi bia ase the news team yeda mo ase for the support every morning afi camera yeda obi bia nso ase sports for yeda mo ase munyina mo ka ho na yedwumadie no ewie pɛ mede ni Kojo Marfo te sɛ de dae ka no wo de cha na why free na benka obi bia
amen
na abudi abi obekwa in aerobics ni